Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another live stream. This is the first live stream in cosplay. Hopefully it goes well. We can just see the comments off screen, so if you see me looking off screen, not that I can really move my neck anyway, but if you see me looking off screen, I'm looking at the comments. Let us know if you can hear us, if you can see us.
Make sure everything's working properly. Best gift, Tanyada. Hello.
Hello and welcome to the stream. We have 6 people so far. We're streaming both in YouTube and on Facebook, so
yeah,
we've got a wide array of platforms that we are on. Hello, Lachlan Jacobs. Hello. Welcome to the stream.
Hello, Marita, Julius.
If you haven't guessed already, we're going to talk DC. I'm trying to look over at my wife, but I can't really turn, so I'll have to do the bat turn.
The bat turn. I thought we were dressing for the Marvel.
Oh, Frosty Boy.
That was quick.
That was quick. Thank you for the super chat, sir. That is awesome. Welcome to the stream. Unsilenced chaos. Hi. Shadrach says, "See me. I see you."
You sure do.
I virtually see you off screen. I don't obviously literally see you. Spider-Man toy. There are some Spider-Man toys behind me, as you can see, but we're focusing on the DC today because, of course, it was DC Fandom, and we managed to catch some of the panels and also just mostly see the trailers. But we're going to be talking about all of that in just a second once everyone has joined the stream.
Ken's here.
Ken! Welcome to the stream, sir. WTF, lol. Figure this, WTF indeed. Hi, hello. Freaking amazing batsuit. Thank you very much. Who said that?
Voltom?
Vortum?
Vortum?
I think it's Vortum. Thank you. Let us know if you can hear us, by the way. And yes, that is a Harley outfit. Unfortunately, the iPad is covering it up. You can maybe close the iPad and let the people see.
Just briefly.
You two look great, thank you. Have you watched the Batman teaser trailer? You sure have, and we will be talking about it in just a second. But yes, we have seen it. I see you, I want Bruce Lee action figure. I see you too. I don't have a Bruce Lee action figure, unfortunately. I don't think I've seen anything with Bruce Lee in it, ever. Frosty Boy, £5 or €5.49. That's awesome. Thank you so much for the super chat yet again.
Oh, geez, double shot.
Are you in Guangzhou?
That's
no.
In China, which is
not where we
specific.
are. We are in Melbourne, Australia, last time I checked.
Which is in stage 4 lockdown. Woohoo.
You need an angrier voice. Is that angrier? I can't tell.
You have thought about putting a voice modulator on this cosplay?
Yeah.
Using that digital sounding
There's
voice.
room in the cowl, like a little bit of room to maybe put the voice modulator in. I don't know where to put it. Our cat is literally screaming.
So sorry if you can hear that.
So loud. I don't know why. Batman with that Justin sound. She is Harley Quinn. She sure is Harley Quinn.
Yes, it's such a shame that just today we see a new Harley Quinn costume. Actually 2, one from the game, one from Suicide Squad movie, and both look really good. So that just means, even though I'm not done with this one, I have to now up my game.
Upgrade.
And get the other 2.
I usually smile when I'm not speaking, but I feel like the frown is more...
It's out of character if you do.
Yeah, I feel like the frown is more necessary. Was the Batsuit expensive? It looks so nice. Thank you. It was... I don't know how you classify expensive. It wasn't incredibly cheap, but I think it was great value. I worked with a couple of different creators to put it together. Benable Effects on Instagram. Check him out. He did most of this stuff. The belt, the suit, the cowl. And then GC5FX did the hand wraps, and Neo Gotham Hero did the cape. So a couple of different people were involved. Turn mask open inside your face. Ooh.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. What else do we have there? Hello, Rune. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Do we have any other comments, any burning questions before we start we may as well talk about the stuff at DC Fandom. So the first thing that was kind of announced before DC Fandom was, of course, Ben Affleck is back
Yes.
as Batman
For the Flash.
for the Flash movie, as well as Michael Keaton, obviously. That's awesome. I can't wait to see that. I mean, he's my favorite version of Batman. I don't know if you can tell by what I'm wearing, but I'm so glad that he's back. What do you guys think about him returning? I hoped that he was going to, but he was having all sorts of alcoholism issues and whatnot. So apparently he's in a much better place now. So hopefully that means that potentially, if this does well, we'll get another.
I think he just needed his faith brought back into this franchise with, you know, what happened with the Flash and everything. He wasn't going to keep doing anything until Zack Snyder was going to release his cut. So I feel like that brought his belief in his version back. I don't think he knew how many people liked him as Batfleck.
Yeah, I think because of the initial surge of negative reactions, he probably didn't realize that there are also a lot of people who really do like him, and a lot of people say they don't like Justice League and they don't like BVS, but they're saying that he's the best part of those two movies. So I think obviously now it's taken time and obviously seen the positive reaction, and I think that hopefully has influenced his decision maybe going forward. Fingers crossed for more. I really hope that after we get the Snyder League, that we do get another Justice League film. Hopefully, that would be excellent. Let's see what the people are saying.
This is the revival.
This hopefully is a revival.
Yes.
And Neil says Ben Affleck is definitely my favorite Batman. Absolutely my favorite Batman too. He is badass. You like real Batman? Thank you. Did you see the 2021 Batman teaser? Yes, we'll talk about that in just a second. The next thing that I think we should talk about is Wonder Woman 84. So
and finally seeing Cheetah.
Finally, we've seen Cheetah. I think it looks okay in her final variation, like full cat mode.
Form.
I think she looks okay.
She moved very fast. It was actually really hard to catch a good glimpse of her.
Almost like a cheetah. But I don't have a problem with it. Are people not liking it? Are people hating it? Let me know, because I don't have a problem. I think it looks good. It's definitely like they went for it. So we'll have to see what it looks like in the film, obviously. The biggest question that I want to know, and I want to have answered, is how is Steve Trevor back? And it looks like he's aged as well. So has he been around for a while? And he's just been chilling? I'm very curious as to how they're going to explain that. And also, I'm very intrigued by Pedro Pascal's villain. I'm very intrigued. So we will see when that eventuates. Just tuned in, loving the costumes. Thank you, and welcome to the stream. I don't like how much of me you can see in the camera.
Do you want me to tilt it up a little bit?
Maybe just bring it towards us a little bit.
Sorry, guys. Bit too close for comfort.
A bit more. And tilt it up, potentially. Can you tilt it up?
Up? Okay.
Tilt it up a little bit. Yeah.
How's that?
That will do.
Okay. But yes, I do think she looks good. I mean, it's really hard to, be faithful to the comics, which I admit I haven't read, but I imagine she looks more animal-like than human-like. So to do that tastefully and not look like, I don't know, something from Animorphs or, something really strange and cartoony, I think they've made it work.
I think so. We'll have to wait and see what the movie, whenever it decides to come out. I can't wait to see it, because I think that the first one was a big surprise, but now they know that the hype is high, right? So hopefully they're going to deliver. We'll see, but yeah, I'm very excited. Where is your Batarang? Actually, that's a very good question. I don't know. It's here somewhere. It's not on my belt, unfortunately. That would be awesome if I was like, it's right here. It's somewhere. Why so serious? Why not? If you like something, take it seriously. That's what I say. So Wonder Woman 84, let me know what you think. I'm really excited to see it. I want to talk about something, because I've seen a couple of people already talking about the Zack Snyder version of Justice League and figures. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how the licensing scenario works. Are they allowed to create merchandise from a film that's not actually part of the DCEU continuity? Is that allowed? I don't know how the whole scenario is going to play out, because we already have Justice League. We already have that line of figures, and they've said that this new version is outside of the actual continuity, so the theatrical one is like the Justice League, right? So I don't know if they're going to be able to create product. I hope they can. I would love a black suit Superman, and I would love a, hopefully, Cyborg. And maybe a Darkseid. That would be awesome too. But, you know, I don't know if they're actually even allowed to do that. But let me know if you know anything about licensing for film that is technically not the be-all, end-all version of that film, just a director's cut. Or maybe that makes it easier for them because it's just a director's cut of an already existing movie. I don't know. It's just a question that I have been asked, and that's just my thoughts. Is I don't even know if they're allowed to make figures from that movie. Frosty Boy with another super chat. Thank you, man. You selling figures? I'm not. I usually, or most, I say 95% of the time, I keep everything. It's very rare that I actually sell a figure. 1/6 Cave. Who are you? I'm 6 Skillins. Damn right. And that name, awesome name change. I'm glad you took the recommendation. I thought it might be a little bit challenging on the search for 1-6 to come up. So hopefully that will help. But yeah, I love your stuff, Billy. Welcome to the stream. What's your Batman impression? My Batman impression is this.
Can you do a voice?
No, I can do it, but it's because you have to go so gravelly, it gets really quiet. So I don't know if you will be able to hear me. We'll wait till more people join, and I'll try, but I don't, you probably won't be able to hear me, but anyway, we'll see.
Are you sweating yet?
A little bit.
Yep.
This one.
That was related to Jun's question.
The cat is literally screaming outside.
Her rocket. I don't know if anyone can hear it. Oh my god.
I heard the new Justice League is a 4-part now. Is it? There was rumored that they were going to do that for the streaming platform HBO Max. It was going to be 4-parter rather than a whole thing. But I don't know. Let me know if they're actually going to do that. What do you guys think of the Batman trailer? We may as well talk about it.
Yeah, sure.
Because we've been asked a few times. I liked it. The only thing that I didn't like.
Okay, I'm shutting the door. She's driving me off the wall. I can't.
I'm sorry, technical difficulties on the part of the cat. The only thing that I didn't like was his hair as Bruce Wayne. It's so messy and so janky-like. Like, Bruce Wayne's supposed to be, like, classy
Refined.
gentleman.
Yes.
But I didn't like that. But anyway, it's fine. Maybe it's just, like, a thing where he's gone away to train with the League of Shadows and he's come back and he hasn't become proper Bruce Wayne yet. We'll have to wait and see. But that I didn't like that. Everything else I was fine with. A couple of people are saying that he's not as badass as the BVS version of Batman, that warehouse scene in particular. I get that, but we only have seen, like, 1 second of him fighting one guy. So I'll reserve judgment for when the film actually comes out. But from the trailer, I really liked it.
Yep, me too.
No more thoughts over and above that?
Well, a big thing for Justin was the eye makeup, which you firmly believe is, you know, a part of the costume. It's not just suddenly this area around your eyes get dark to blend in with the cowl. So for him to have the cowl off for a second and you can see that he's been sweating.
Yeah, it's like a war paint thing.
And the black eye makeup's dripping, then, you know, it's more believable.
You have to show that because it's very clearly there. And even Ben Affleck in the Nightmare Batman scene where Superman rips off his cowl, which, by the way, if he had ripped off his cowl like that, all of his hair would have come out. But anyway...
There's a lot of friction with the rubber.
A lot of friction, but he just magically didn't have the eye makeup. I'm like, why?
He looked clean, not sweaty, not hot, not tired.
Yeah, he was fine. But, like, seriously, the black eye makeup is it's like a war paint thing. I think they could have made it really cool, which they did. So I commend Matt Reeves and Robert Pattinson for going all out. Let's hope for a smoky eye unmasked head sculpt. I would love that. That would be awesome. Ken says, 4 parts, 1 hour each, then a full edited release later. I will wait for all 4, I think. I don't think I could stand watching 4 parts. That would drive me crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wait for the full final edition to come out. Do you think they will bring Brandon Routh Robin back? Brandon Routh Robin. Is that the one from Titans?
Mm.
If that's the guy from...
No, that's not the guy from Titans. He's an Aussie. I can't remember his name, but it's not that.
Oh, Brenton! Something or other. Is the guy from Titans.
Yes.
Brandon Routh, I never knew he was ever Robin. He's the guy who played Superman.
Oh, okay. I think they're talking about him as Superman then.
Oh. No, I don't think so.
In Arpatz's universe, is that what they're saying?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Imagine a 1/6 scale Darkseid figure. That would be awesome, but also huge. I don't know if he's bigger or smaller than Thanos, but I would love to see that. Do you use baby powder for that batsuit? I do in my hat. To get it on and off easily, you need to put baby powder in the hat. How do you go to the toilet in the suit? You take it off. There's no real way to do that, so you do have to remove it. But it's actually not that hard. Once you take the cowl off, you can just unzip it and then it sort of slides off, so it's actually fine.
Thank goodness we haven't had to deal with that at a con or anything. In most cases, I feel like as soon as you drink liquid, you sweat it out because of how hot you
are. Oh, it's gone. Luckily, I'm wearing a cooling vest on the inside, and there's an ice pack in my cowl. So it's actually not that... It's not the worst that it's ever been. Usually it's far hotter in this thing.
You're not walking around
and I'm not
with
walking.
A lot of people.
How much was the life-size Hot Toy Steph?
Very expensive.
Very expensive. I couldn't afford it. How do you what? How do I go to the toilet? As I said, you take it off. You can't. Unfortunately, you can't with it on.
Yeah. No. I mean, every superhero, when they do the behind-the-scenes interviews, they talk about like difficulties. It's always just going to the toilet. They don't like nowadays. I think they've figured out like shortcuts for that, but it's never graceful or sexy. It's always a disaster.
I don't think going to the toilet ever is. I curse you for doing this live stream while I'm at work. Oh, damn, I'm sorry. You can watch it back later. Thoughts on Gotham Knights? Yeah. I've really enjoyed all of the previous Arkham series of games. The ones by Rocksteady and also the ones by Warner Brothers Montreal. This one, I didn't really like the look of it. They've turned it into like some RPG style thing where like you've got levels and the enemies have levels. And it's like, oh, I can't beat him. He's a level 10. I'm only a level 5. It's like kind of breaks the whole you're in the Bat family scenario because I feel like that's kind of a non-issue for them. I feel like if you wanted to do the leveling stuff, you just have it maybe as you get more gadgets or you get more skills. It doesn't necessarily mean you can punch harder and do more damage to a guy. I really don't like that kind of gameplay mechanic.
Yes, Justin's very much into the story-driven games. He doesn't like grinding and slowly leveling up until you're strong enough to fight the lead villain in Dark Souls or something like that. So
yeah, I don't feel like it's a good fit for that particular universe.
One observation you made early on was that it was kind of looking like the upcoming Avengers game. So Justin's been playing the beta, and it's not his thing because it's just, I don't know.
Well, there's someone literally just said, Jordan just said, it's like the Avengers game. It literally is. It's like the Bat family version of the Avengers game, except I don't feel the Avengers game should have had that gear mechanic either. They've got 3 skill trees or 4 skill trees. Is that not enough? Like, why do you have to have the gear over and above the skill trees, which are unlocking new abilities? I feel like that's all you need is just the skill trees. You can ditch that whole gear mechanic altogether because it doesn't change the way you look, the way your outfit looks or anything. You've got the cosmetics, then you've got the gear, then you've got the skill trees. It's like,
that's full on. You
can just ditch that gear thing altogether, and then you either have the skill or you don't have the skill. I hate that leveling thing. It's like, especially for that cast of characters in Avengers and in Gotham Knights, that's completely unnecessary. It's in my opinion, it's just takes you out of it, and it's immersion breaking instantly. That's how I feel.
Yeah. They should just be able to do takedowns. There's no 10 punches to get this guy down because you're not, strong enough. It's just weird. But I do think out of the Avengers game and Gotham Knights is probably more up my alley because at maximum there's 4 people who sort of are along the same skill level.
You won't have people. You might have people flying, but you won't have like crazy.
Like Iron Man's doing this, explosions here. This guy can't fly, but he can jump, and this. Like when I watch Justin play it, I just get a headache. It's just
it's very busy.
Factors.
It is very busy. I don't know how Batman uses any type of bat anything with this on because I'm trying to read comments and like use the computer, and it's the most cumbersome thing to do that I've ever tried to do in my life. I'm really excited for the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Yes, I'm very excited for that. That looks good. I don't think they revealed any gameplay, just that that cinematic trailer, but yes, it looked good. Yeah. Court of Owls looks cool, but mechanics and RPG leveling looks bad. Totally agree with that, sir. What is your name? Oh, Unsilenced Chaos again. Yes, I totally agree with that. Do you like DC or Marvel more? I like them both equally, actually. I don't really have a definitive favorite. Steph, is your outfit DIY? Looks great.
Sort of. The shirt and the jacket are from BioWorld. It's officially licensed, and I bought that while we were in Japan. But like I've been piecing everything together from like AliExpress. I learned to do the makeup today. It took me at least 2 hours. I'm going to DIY the shorts, and I will make a video on that. So I've bought the shorts, I'm wearing them now, but I need to do the black stripes and red stars and that sort of thing. So it has been DIY in the sense that I've been sourcing a lot of things by myself.
Excellent. Robin can teleport? What the hell? Yes, Robin can teleport? What the F? I didn't realize he had that ability. In fact, I didn't realize he had any ability. So that was very weird. Yeah, so I don't know why he could do that now. But I'm excited to... I'll still play it because I enjoy the other games, even though this is technically not part of the story thing. Which it kind of feels like it is, because at the end of Arkham Knight, spoiler alert, for the ending of Arkham Knight, Batman revealed his identity and he kind of gave up the thing. And this picks up after that. So it's like, hey, it's not related, but also it's exactly what happened in that last game. But anyway, I'm really excited to play it anyway. We shall see.
Jules mentioned that I'm missing the hair. I am, and Justin commented on that multiple times. I said I was putting 70 to 80% into this cosplay. The wig, I am still waiting to order. But since there's nowhere to go in cosplay in the next little while, I haven't bothered. But I definitely will have a blonde wig to go with this whole look.
Excellent. Bob Dylan, thank you for the super chat, sir. That is freaking awesome. Mixed feelings about the new Batmobile. If someone makes a 6-scale version, would you buy it? First of all, yes, I would buy it. That'd be awesome, and I would love to review it on the channel. Second of all, it kind of looks unfinished, but I think that if this is going to be a trilogy or something like that, I think it's something that will evolve as this version of Batman evolves. So right now it looks like a kit car that's like scaffolding with a huge jet turbine thing in the back. Maybe it will get more refined as we go on. I don't know, but I'm not going to be too overly critical on it just yet because I don't think it's its final form, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, the way I'm looking at it is Robert Pattinson's young. The look he's gone for in this film is quite young. I feel like this is like a coming-of-age sort of story, but for Batman. So it's like Batman Begins. It's a bit of him figuring out what he's doing and how he's going to, achieve it with the people around him. So.
Who is your favorite Batman? Ben Affleck is my favorite Batman. He's freaking awesome. What else do we have here? How do you feel about DC Fandom? I enjoyed it, except for the fact that you can't really watch the panels, or I should say, you can't really re-watch the panels as much as you like. You have to abide by their strict schedule. I wish they put them up just like Comic-Con at home, and you can watch the panels whenever you like. Yeah. That's kind of...
I mean, first of all, like timing-wise, it was like 3 a.m. when it started for us. We had so many logistical issues with their website, and we ended up watching it on my phone screen for, the first panel or two. And then we were so exhausted we had to go to bed and then schedule, another panel for 8 hours later or something. So it's
We ended up watching the repeats, unfortunately, and when we woke up, everything was already done
and uploaded to YouTube
and uploaded everywhere.
everywhere.
So then we ended up not even watching most of the panels. We just watched the footage in the end. We watched the Wonder Woman panel. We watched the Suicide Squad panel. We watched a couple of other random ones, and we watched the Gotham Knights panel, and then we just watched the trailers for the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you prefer the new or the original Batmobile? If you're talking about the 89 Batmobile right here, I actually do prefer the 89 Batmobile to the new R-Pats version. What do we have here?
Life Miller asks, are you guys still keen on the Sydney Supernova since it's been delayed once again? Would love to. I don't know how long we're stuck in lockdown here.
Another 3 weeks we are in lockdown. Is Sydney Supernova happening 2020 or 2021? Let me know.
But yes, if we can go, definitely.
Captain Boomerang super speed in Suicide Squad. What's up with that? What is up with that? They give people these abilities.
And he's got the blue trail happening behind him in that trailer, and I was like, oh my god,
It seemed like he throws the boomerang, and then that's where he teleports to.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's a boomerang specific.
I never knew him to have magic powers,
No.
superpowers. It was like watching Infamous, if anyone ever played that game where you build on your superpowers. One of them is speed running with electricity and that sort of thing.
That was a good game.
That's what it looked like to me, though.
Arkham series is meant to be realistic. It is, and they went a bit different, but we haven't played it yet, so we don't know. We'll have to wait and see when it comes out. Hopefully, we'll be able to play as Superman. That would be cool.
Squashy Raspberry says, for me, Rocksteady was a big letdown. I want a sequel Arkham game, but what else could they have done, I think is the question.
I'm not sure. I'm excited to see it. I'm of the belief that we could have got nothing. So we got something. I'm going to at least give it a go. We'll see what it's like. If it's bad, then it's bad. But let's just go into it with an open mind. Someone asked me why Ben Affleck is my favorite Batman. First of all, the suit, super classic. I love it. It's just a normal bodysuit, huge-ass Dark Knight Returns style logo, and I love the short ears on the cowl. It's dope. Second, he kicks ass. Michael Keaton and Christopher Nolan's Batman, Christian Bale, George Clooney, they kind of didn't kick as much ass. I feel like Christian Bale's Batman was the next closest, but I'm not a huge fan of that suit. It's cool and it's techy, but it's not my preferred look for a Batsuit. So that's why Ben Affleck for me. Sputicus, do you like the BVS suit or the Justice League one more? I like the Justice League suit. I wish that I actually had a Justice League suit. It's got these armor plates, and it also has armor plates on the arms. But I am wearing the Justice League cowl because the BVS cowl has literally the thickest neck that you can ever imagine. And it makes me look absolutely ridiculous. This one actually gives me a neck. As you can see, I actually have a neck. That one is just straight down. It looks absolutely ridiculous. It looked fine at the time, and even in figure format, it looks good. But trust me, wearing that cowl, Justice League cowl is the way to go. I do need to get the new Justice League gauntlets with the added armor piece down the bottom and on the side there. I might get that eventually. I might do a tactical suit upgrade to my Batsuit, the tactical suit pieces over the top.
Just go over this one rather than the new one.
Okay. Yeah. So drop the armor piece on. That would make me look even more ridiculous and even bigger, but that's fine. Hot Toys, please read this. I need a Black Adam figure. Okay, says Sheku. The okay was part of the comment.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll make it happen.
No, I would love to see a Black Adam figure. Dwayne The Rock Johnson as Black Adam. That would be awesome. Where'd you get the suit? I got the suit from a various number of creators. Benable Effects on Instagram. Go ahead and check him out. As well as a couple of other people, which I suppose I can list in the description once this has gone live. One of my knuckles is falling off. Do you think we will get Batman figure from the Batman movie? I don't see why not. I think that's a pretty safe bet. I don't know about anyone else but from that movie, but I do think that Batman himself is probably a pretty safe bet. The voice, says someone. Yes, it's probably quite unnerving to hear Justin's collection coming from inside a bat.
Michael Martin, this is a sweet comment. Hi, Justin and Steph. Love both of your channels. Didn't know about Hot Toys until I started watching your channel. Now I have 8 figures and I'm hooked. I'm sorry, Michael.
That's awesome. I'm glad that we could introduce you to the wonderful world of collecting. What are the 8 figures that you do have, and which is your favorite of the bunch, if you do indeed have them? Hello there. Hello. You look like a proper Batman. Thank you.
That's not a good question.
I don't feel like a proper Batman because it's very hot.
Which Star Wars or Marvel character would you cosplay? We'll pick one for each.
Star Wars, Mandalorian, 100%, which
Oh, yeah.
I am doing.
Mm-hmm.
And Marvel. That's a hard one. Probably Daredevil.
A lot of options there. And that would suit you. I've always said that. A lot of people have said that you could easily pull off the Daredevil from the show.
Probably Daredevil. I think Daredevil. What about you?
For Star Wars, I struggle because I don't ever want to be Padme or Leia. So for me, the only options left for females kind of are like Rey or any other sort of less popular ones. I did think about Rey for a while because it'd be really simple, really comfortable.
Mostly fabric.
Yeah, exactly. It's like skin tight fabric, which is what I would easily wear, like a lot of leggings and stuff. And for Marvel, that's a tricky one, but probably Captain Marvel or more Carol Danvers. So if she was in her sort of like flight suit or like her aviator jacket, again, comfort is priority.
We have a super chat from Bob Dylan. First of all, Bob, thank you so much for the super chat. Second of all, not sure if already addressed, but with the Batman Flash tie-ins of prior Batmen, thoughts on a 2.0 or a reissue of 89/92 Keaton Bat? Personally, still hopeful for the Kilmer release. Number one, I hope that they do that Kilmer release. Second, I don't know if the suit's going to be identical. Plus, Michael Keaton's got a few years on him, so it would probably be maybe a little bit more of an upgraded suit, hopefully. Still down the same sort of line, but, you know, a little bit more upgraded, and probably an older Michael Keaton face underneath, I would say. Ken, I love the Nirvana music choice in the Batman trailer, and the way the sound of the duct tape over the DC logo is. Yes! I was like, what the heck is that? When the trailer first started, I was like, oh, it's the duct tape.
They're good at that sort of thing, though, with their trailers.
Their music is always on. 100% the music in DC movies and the scoring and the soundtrack, everything about the sound in DC movies, I really do enjoy. Marvel has started to catch up, though. They've started to catch up. Originally, like, back in the first Thor movie, no. Like, there was no... I don't think there was even... It wasn't even a thing. Like, it was just generic junk music. And then, obviously, now that we've gotten Ragnarok and stuff like that, you know, big proper...
Ragnarok soundtrack was the bomb. Because they were unafraid to use modern tracks. They weren't worried that it would be too out of context or something like that.
Exactly.
There was a question clarifying. Would you go with the Beskar armor Mando or the like Western?
I haven't decided yet. I have the OG Mando sitting in the cabinet there, and I'm kind of feeling the OG. I feel like there's a lot more that I could do with that in terms of like the detail and the weathering versus the Beskar one, which is just
clean,
straight chrome. So I am leaning towards the dirty OG, the original recipe Mando.
Michael has followed up.
Michael.
He has the BVS Superman, Iron Man Mark 47, Mark 50, custom Infinity War cap to be more like the Endgame.
Oh.
Mando, Homecoming Spider-Man, original Star-Lord, and Gang Hood Peter Parker.
Oh, that's a good collection you have there so far. Is there more Star Wars on the horizon? Because you got Mando, he's kind of the odd one out. Are you going down that Mando line, or is it just Mando's a once-off? Because he could be a once-off. Like, he's kind of on his own thing on the shelf over there, and he looks pretty darn good on his own, so I guess he doesn't need any backup dancers, if you know what I mean.
I still really want a Cara Dune, though.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I would cosplay as her, actually. I'm nowhere nearly as buff, but...
She's, like, she could end you. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But for
game
once,
over.
someone has black hair, so I could easily do that.
Do you like Boba Fett or Jango Fett or the Mandalorian? Boba Fett is still, he's the OG, right? So he's still my favorite, but If you had to ask me which one would win in a fight, hands down, Mandalorian would kick both of their asses. They both met very quick and untimely demises, so I feel like they couldn't hold their own against the Mando. Will you do a review of Hot Toy Spider-Man 3 New Goblin figure? I will not. I don't actually have that one, unfortunately. Sorry.
Rowan?
Yes.
Agree on the scores of Marvel versus DC. I love the score of Guardians of the Galaxy, however, especially when they're holding the Infinity Stone. I think that was the first
Guardians of the Galaxy
good soundtrack
on
Marvel, right?
point as well. All the Guardians films on point. Now that the Avengers tune has become like a thing, now that makes sense. But back when they first did it, it was like, oh, really? But now it's like iconic. It's like, oh, okay. So yeah, I agree with you. Guardians of the Galaxy is also a really great one for the soundtrack.
Yes.
And also the film is really good as well.
But you're like, even though you weren't an 80s baby, somehow you are an 80s baby and you love 80s music. So,
yep.
Baby Groot or Baby Yoda from Danny?
Baby Yoda, easily.
Yeah, sorry, I never got attached to Groot. He's cute, but like, I mean, he says one line. I mean,
yeah.
Baby Yoda doesn't say anything.
But he doesn't need to.
But he makes the faces.
Yeah, he doesn't need to say
And he's got badass powers. Groot just like screamed a lot and played video games.
Well, he's got those tentacle...
Yeah, but Baby Groot
Yeah, he still did it.
much.
The tentacle hands. Toys era Doc Ock. I think the prototype looks great, especially considering there are no preceding Alfred Molina sculpts. Sorry, it's very hard to read.
Yes.
And of course, the intricacy of the tentacle arms. I'm curious how they do the tentacle arms, because for those promo pictures, they used clear wire to hold them up.
Oh.
So I don't know if, like, what they're going to do there, but we will see when it comes out how they decide to tackle that particular issue.
I'm not sure. I think they're talking about the Batman 2021.
Oh, yes.
I hope hope Joker isn't the main villain.
No,
again. He's overly saturated.
I highly doubt it.
Yeah.
I highly doubt it. It's probably going to be the Riddler.
It definitely sounds
It
like
definitely
that.
is the Riddler. In fact, it's the
The
Riddler.
questions are very Riddler-esque.
We've got the Riddler. It's that guy. You'll know him if you saw him. It's that guy.
There's a lot of actors that he's like, you'll know him.
You'll just know him if you saw him. He's the Riddler. And then Colin Farrell is Penguin. So those are our two villains. I highly doubt we're going to get Joker. Not for a very long time, if they even bother doing
I
him
think
at all.
we need a break. I mean, Joaquin Phoenix is probably the last one for a while. No one wants to try and compete with that. So
Definitely. Which captain is the best? Marvel or America?
Oh.
Captain Marvel, because Captain America's... He stands for some good stuff, but he's a dude, and he's got a shield, and he's got some big muscles. Captain Marvel...
She's literally a rocket.
She can fly, you know, she's got those crazy abilities, so I'm going to go with Captain Marvel on that one.
Favorite Joker, Heath Ledger or Leto? I don't think you can compete.
I don't think you can compete. Yeah, I don't think you can compare. If I had to pick out those two, it would be Heath Ledger, but my favorite is probably Jack Nicholson still, out of all the Jokers.
And I don't give Leto any hate.
No.
I loved his version. It didn't get as much love as it should have. But it was just too close to a lot of other Jokers that have now unfortunately outshined him. But he is a very impressive method actor. And
Yes.
I'm sad that I don't get to see more of his kind of crazy.
Yep. Hopefully they do it one day. I'd love to see a movie, Ben Affleck Batman versus Harley and that Joker.
Yeah, and a bit more on their really messed up relationship.
Show it.
Yeah.
Spider-Man or Batman? Batman for me. Let's have a look. The Amazing Web. Hello, welcome to the stream. Next Spider-Man PS4 reveal. This is kind of a cop-out, but I do think that Velocity suit will happen properly eventually. But if you're asking one that hasn't been shown, I'm going to go with the Stealth, the big time suit, the one with the green Spidey logo. I'm going to go with that one. I think that they will eventually make that one.
Is that the one that kind of looks like it would glow in the dark?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. That one is not too hard to do. So.
Captain Marvel is Shazam, so yep, I agree. Captain Marvel is dope.
Will there be two Batmans running currently, movie-wise, or is the Ben Affleck Batman just a one-off making guest appearances?
We don't know, honestly. I mean, technically there's 3 if you count Michael Keaton.
There's
right?
a lot. Yeah.
I would assume that if they can convince Ben Affleck to keep going, that he will probably be like the Batman for the DCEU, just like Jared Leto, love him or hate him, is the Joker for the DCEU versus the other Joker, which is a standalone thing. So I think that, yes, there could very well be 2, but that's fine. 2 very different versions of Batman. I'm totally fine with that.
The more the merrier, honestly. I'm happy to see different opinions.
All the Batman.
I just hope that it doesn't become a same thing with Jared Leto. Oh, just because that one was so great, like I'm not even going to give this one a shot type of thing.
Yes, exactly. I don't understand Power Rangers. I don't mean to hate. I just want to know the whole thing.
I just want to know the whole
Squashy
thing.
Raspberry.
There's
The
a lot
whole
to
thing.
know for the whole thing.
The whole thing is good.
As someone who watched it as a kid, didn't fall in love with it, then like watched it like from start to finish, well, not even to finish, with Justin, I do get it now. It is campy and, you know, a bit cheesy at the worst of times, but at the end of the day, they're really sick costumes. And they do some pretty cool stuff. So, like...
If you don't know anything about Power Rangers and you want to be convinced, as I bash into the cabinet, and you want to be convinced that it's actually worth your while, go and watch Power Rangers in Space. That has a good, solid story throughout, and characters actually have depth. So if you want a show with a proper story, and also the fight choreography is actually way better than, you know, back in the day, check Power Rangers in Space out. Then hopefully you won't be disappointed.
That show made so many kids start going to martial arts schools.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And yeah, that one is the first one, the one in space, that I feel like has an overarching story. Not just today this one has girl boy drama and tomorrow this one is trying to win like a baking competition or something.
Yes, there's always some random like thing of the day and villain of the day. So it's not like that. Check out that show. Amazing Web says, did you enjoy the 2017 Power Rangers movie? I did. I really liked that movie, actually. I like they gave, again, depth to the characters. I like when they focus on character moments in between, like, fighting. And it's not just like, action all the time. Like, there's actually some depth there. So I think that that's important, and I think they nailed that. It was also filmed really nicely. I like the way that it was filmed. So, yes, I did. I did really enjoy that. Have you seen the gritty fan-made film? I certainly have, and I really liked it. Are you getting the Toys era Doc Ock figure? Yes, I will. I will be. What else do we have?
The Oak. Who's that? Toys era The Oak.
Yeah, that was the one that I just answered.
I thought you were talking about Doc Ock. What's the Oak?
I think that's what he meant.
What? Okay. Will you do a review on the Hot Toys Kylo Ren?
Of course.
I
get a lot of questions actually, like, will you review X thing? And I don't think there's been one that I've missed. I mean, I'm even reviewing the Mark 47 reissue, and I've already reviewed the Mark 47 on the channel, so this is like me re-reviewing it. So yes, I will be reviewing the Kylo and the Rey and the Troopers from that movie.
The only ones you would actually need to question are really obscure,
like horror movie stuff.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, I think you could safely assume every hot toy, other than Pennywise, is going to be reviewed.
Dustin says your suit is dope. Thank you, unless you're talking about Miss Collection, and also thank you.
It's not a suit. Hi, I'm Pedro from Brazil.
Hey, Pedro.
Do you think Hot Toys will announce Black Superman and Cyborg with the new Snyder Cut movement?
I really hope that they do, but I don't think that it will happen. Sorry.
Cyborg, I don't think will ever happen, unfortunately. There's just not enough love there.
If you want a Cyborg, Iron Geek 37, he made a full custom version. That is the only way that I'm pretty sure that we're ever going to get one, so go and buy one from him.
But if they do get the rights, I feel like Hot Toys will see the hype train that is the Snyder Cut, and there may be some love for Darkseid. Maybe Steppenwolf?
But would they make a Darkseid knowing that potentially there will never be a Justice League 2 where he actually does something?
So maybe it's a wait and see with that kind of stuff.
Maybe.
Do they think, yeah.
Justice League 2 gets announced?
Yeah.
Game over.
Yeah.
You're going to get figures.
Which I hope so. I was so let down when, after the first wave of depression went over with how Justice League went, I was like, oh, they're just going to give up entirely now after all that. So hopefully this is a real revival for that.
Bob Dylan, would Batman use Apple or Android or use his own Wayne Tech? He'd probably use his own Wayne Tech, but in the real world, he would 100% use Apple. Just saying.
Yeah. Did the Toys R Us Quicksilver get cancelled?
It absolutely did not. As far as I'm aware, I will be reviewing it when it comes out.
This is a good one. The Amazing Web. What other non-superhero movie characters would you like to see made? My vote would be for Brandon Fraser's The Mummy.
Oh, yes.
And for whatever reason, Home Alone.
Fair enough. I would love to see Fast and Furious figures.
It would just be a bunch of people in flannel shirts and
well, that's the way of things.
Outfits.
That's the way of things with non-superhero films, I suppose. I'm trying to think of big Mission Impossible.
Oh, yeah.
And James Bond.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the old James Bond figures that big cheap studio are making. I'm talking about Daniel Craig James Bond.
Yeah, and then you could have a bunch of gadgets and stuff as accessories.
That would be on point. Any updates on your Cyborg from Iron Geek? I don't have any updates, unfortunately, but as far as I'm aware, I still will be reviewing it. He is sending me a review sample. So as soon as he is done with the actual paying customers, I probably am last on the list, which I'm perfectly fine with. I will be reviewing it on the channel, hopefully. But it's last I heard, it's still on the way. It's happening still.
Argentina Jacuzzi says, I see that you've printed your own plasma rifle for the T800. How much would you ask to make me one of those? Probably just PM.
Yeah, send me a message and we'll work it out.
He doesn't have a side gig or anything of making these, but he's happy to, do these one-offs. So just
send me a message and we can sort that out. Do you think Hot Toys will make Gotham Knights figures? I don't think they will, unfortunately, Liam. At least not now. Maybe a long way from now. They haven't even scratched the surface on characters from the old games yet, let alone going into the new Gotham Knights. So I would assume they're still going to slowly but surely chip away at the long list of characters from the previous games first.
Speaking of games, Jezra Gaming asks, what games do you play?
I play most of the big story-driven games like Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima that just came out. Really like that. I don't really go in for the MMO RPG type stuff. Not my thing. That's the only way I can really answer it. The big story AAA driven stuff, that's what I enjoy. I like it to be an experience.
Yeah, and I've noticed that you haven't mentioned the Avengers game. I don't see as much excitement for that from you.
I will be playing the single player campaign of the Avengers game. And that's probably it. Maybe it'll be a fun... sometimes we play Call of Duty with some friends. We do a party, play a PlayStation Online gaming party thing. Maybe that'll be like how it is with Avengers. Right now, we've been doing that, and it's been pretty fun, and we've only got the same 4 missions on repeat, so hopefully when the final game comes out. But I never really get that invested in that type of thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, we shall see.
And I have not been able to play any sort of main console games for a long time, which is really frustrating in this current climate. I am waiting for Cyberpunk.
Oh, yes.
I am so mad that it's taken this long, that a new generation of consoles is about to launch right after they plan on releasing this. But
what about the new Watch Dogs game?
Yes, that
I'm
looks
excited
good.
to play that.
Yep. I didn't play 1 or 2. I watched you play both, and I found I didn't like 2 as much as 1.
I wonder how Batman does it because these fins are very fresh. Like, how do you put your arm down? Because it's like I have to like put my arms out like this, and it's not the most comfortable thing in the world. Sorry to sidetrack. It's just an observation that I've noticed.
See, this is why I believe in like really comfortable, simple cosplays. I would never pick something that padded so much on top of whatever I'm carrying on my own weight. So.
But still, it looks good. Hopefully, it looks good. Let me know if it looks good or not. I'll give you a pose.
Oh, I think this one might be for me. Do you like Assassin's Creed Black Flag game? I did.
Which one's that?
That's the one that came out on PS3 when PS4 was launching a separate game, and I didn't have it yet. That's the one about Edward Kenway, who...
Is that the one you don't like?
No, wait. No, I do like that one. I'm sorry,
okay.
I'm getting it confused with Rogue. No, they're different. Black Flag is the one about being a pirate, obviously.
Oh, the pirate.
And sailing, and that one was good. It's not as memorable for me, but it certainly didn't disappoint as much as some others did.
Fair enough. We shall leave it at that to avoid upsetting any Assassin's Creed
Rogue was
fans.
actually very good, and that was the one I played because I didn't have a PS4.
Fair enough.
At the time.
Do you know when the 3.0 premium scale Bumblebee will be released? I don't know. I thought it was already out. If not, hopefully soon. But I liked it. Unfortunately, mine was a review sample that I had to return, so I don't have one. I have actually purchased one, and that one will hopefully be arriving at some point. Hey guys, I hope your day is going well. It is going well. It's actually the night now.
Another one from Squashy Raspberry.
Hey.
Have you played Red Dead Redemption 2? Now,
No.
Red Dead Redemption 1 is clearly an old game. And this is one of those things where I missed the train when it was, like, new and super fun to play. And now I just look at it and I'm like, that's too old. So then I'm not excited to play the sequel because I feel like I won't have any context. I don't know. If you guys want to suggest it to play regardless of whether I've played the first one, then maybe. Because I think of GTA, and I played the latest 5 games for like God knows how long without playing the others, so maybe.
Fair enough. Bob Dylan says, okay, left a field question. Since Belle from Beauty and the Beast Hot Toys release was well received, if Mulan live action does well, any Hot Toys interest? Was it well received? Like, people who bought it, I think, liked it, but I don't think it sold very well at the time. There wasn't any product for Aladdin either. Someone actually swore to me that there was going to be Aladdin figures. They were like, there will be Aladdin figures, 100% guaranteed.
Oh,
Disney, Aladdin, let's do it. Didn't happen. I don't think that there will be a Mulan figure, unfortunately.
It's actually, I mean, without getting too political, being a Chinese character, it might not be well received in certain regions.
Fair enough.
So, and again, I don't think there's enough hype for, not because of where it's from, but just that character or that story. Same as there wasn't enough hype for Jasmine and Aladdin. And to me, I like Disney characters just don't warrant a figure.
No, not necessarily, at least. Have you ever watched the film It? I have not, and I don't plan on it. I don't like scary clowns.
I haven't watched any of it, but I've heard a lot about it, and it's at the point where I just think it sounds ridiculous.
Yes.
When they explain what he is, Pennywise, and how he eats children and stuff, I'm just like...
He does.
I'm not even scared by that. I'm just weirded out by it.
Fair enough. We have a question from the amazing web.
What's your overall goal with your collection? Personally, I'm striving for every Star Wars figure so I can set up different scenes from the movies, which in my basement, which I want to model after Lando's Falcon.
Ooh.
That's a big task you have ahead of you, my friend.
That would be awesome. I would love to see that.
Yeah, and it's good that you've got a whole basement to do it because that requires a decent amount of space. As you can see, we don't have that much of it.
We're at max
In
capacity.
terms of goals, because of the way Justin collects everything, it's very hard to do anything that ambitious. We can't really set up scenes, even in a slightly bigger room. A normal sized big bedroom wouldn't allow for you to do anything like that. So at some point, I think we need to just open a gallery or a museum. That's, to me, the end goal, so that it can get out of this house and pay its way to, like, you know, into like a museum or a gallery business.
Fair enough. Apparently that's my end goal, but the next plan, the next phase for the collection will be Collection Room 3.0 in hopefully a new property, and it might actually be spread over 2 rooms. One's going to be a studio space set up permanently for live streaming and for filming reviews, and the second one will be a purpose collection room, so hopefully that happens, but we will see about that. Any spicy figure news? I don't think so.
It's been dead quiet.
It's been pretty
for a
quiet.
while.
I don't have any figure news, unfortunately.
I know. You had like so much stuff piled up, and he's like, "Oh, I've got to film all this," and like, you know.
Oh, in terms of stuff coming, I have a lot of stuff coming.
Okay.
Actually.
Yeah, but there's not spicy figure news.
No.
What I'm saying is, in terms of in general, there's just not a lot going on. Whereas you had
pretty quiet
stuff to like do videos on up the wazoo at one point.
There was a lot of stuff coming in. This coming week, there should be hopefully more content. I've got the SW Toys Captain Marvel. I've got the Bullet Head Joker, the Joaquin Phoenix one with the table and the mirror. What else? The Mark 47 is coming in, obviously. And there's a couple of other random little bits and pieces here and there. So there is some stuff coming, so don't worry. Are you getting anything new from Jazz Inc.? Anything on order? I actually have the Falcon cockpit right here, but one of the pieces was actually damaged through transit. I guess FedEx literally kicked the box. So I'm waiting for a fix or a replacement for that. It's one panel, and then I'm hopefully going to be able to do a review on it. But it's huge, it's big, and it's literally just off camera here. So that is my next Jazz Inc. thing. By the way, question for the audience. Has everyone seen the new Justice Collection intro? And has everyone seen the new logo and the new merch? The new merch should be in the shelf below this video. And the new logo, you should obviously see it.
Just look down in the corner.
Look down. Let me know what you think of the new theme. It took us maybe 100 revisions or so to do that intro. So many little, like, once you get the overall idea, there are so many little tweaks. Like, first of all, we didn't have the collection on a slant. We had the collection straight. And it was on top of the Justin's part. But then that was sort of glitching out. That didn't look so good. So then we put it down. Then we rendered that. Took maybe an hour or two. Didn't end up working. Then we angled it. Then we decided that was the final. Then we wanted to make sure that the Justin's collection at the end was solid rather than like
those outlines that faded.
Exactly. So let me know what you think. Up on the right still has your old logo. Actually, you are right. Let me see if I can change that as we're. Let's change it as we're going.
But I do apologize. It was a much worse experience, probably because of me, because I was so nitpicky. I was a bit like maybe Elon or Steve Jobs. I literally just said, I don't like this, make it do that. I don't know how to do that, but that's your job and you're just going to figure it out. So
there we go,
knowing
everyone.
how to edit videos or anything like that to that level, like animation, you made it work.
It was fully custom. Like, we did it from like top to bottom, fully custom animated and rendered.
Frame. Very, very.
It was a lot of effort. But anyway, the new logo is up in the corner over there now. Look at it. Oh, it looks so good. The old logo is it was starting to show its signs of age, and I didn't realize that until I put the new logo right next to the old one and the new intro next to the old intro. It's like, oh, that's gone from like VHS to 4K.
I mean, if you think about it, that was the first one you ever made. You hadn't even had like completed your vision for the channel.
Yep. And
you've had it for 3 years, you said, since you started.
Since day one.
Yeah. So, I mean, this would be a huge change just after so long.
Definitely big change. Holy crap, Justin! Where did you get a life-size talking Batman figure? Right? I put it together myself. The internal structure is custom built.
Rooted hair.
Rooted hair is included on this unhelmeted or unmasked head sculpt. I don't even want to imagine what I look like underneath this cowl right now.
It's pretty wet with sweat.
It's actually not that bad.
apparently I should play Red Dead Redemption 2. It's a prequel.
Oh.
So if you don't play 1, it doesn't matter because it technically happens after that.
Okay.
I'll give it a go then. It sounds like it's very story driven, which even you might like.
I don't like cowboys, so I doubt it, but we will have to wait and see. VHS logo was good, someone said. VHS logo was good for the time, but I think that now it's given a little bit more of a modern flair, and I think it will, for the hopefully, I don't even know how long this new one's going to be around for, but hopefully the next 3 years plus, this will be the new thing. Let me know what you think of the merch. Head over to the merch store. There is some custom merch, which I haven't actually fully properly announced yet because we're waiting for samples to arrive. But there's a shirt with a true type style body on it that has like annotations and like blueprint style. I freaking love that shirt.
And
That's
he
freaking
drew it himself.
fully hand done, the blueprint. I freaking love that. And also there's I can't swear, but there's a bingo of stuff that I say that people always say that I maybe rinse and repeat too much. So you can play Justin's Collection bingo on a shirt or a poster as you're watching the videos. So please, do me a favor, check out the merch. It's freaking awesome. It took us ages to put together. There's actually more on the way. So let us know what you think of the merch.
Amazing Web agrees. Getting the right logo is so difficult. I'm still trying to refine mine.
Let me know if you need some graphic design assistance. Amazing Web, I can hopefully assist.
How about the Black Adam trailer? I haven't seen that one.
I haven't seen the Black Adam trailer.
We need to set some time aside to try and watch that panel if it's not too late.
I think the panel is long gone, but we will try and watch the Black Adam trailer. Let me know if it is on YouTube. Do you have long sleeve T-shirts? I think
we
there's
have one.
I think there's one. Let me know what kind of varieties you do like, because I can pretty much do all of the varieties. I have short sleeve T-shirts. I can do V-necks. I can do crew necks or whatever they call it. Hoodies, long sleeve T-shirts. I can do zip up hoodies rather than just regular hoodies. So the variety is endless. I've just chosen a very basic collection for now, but I can expand if you want to see more styles. I want to see how this lot actually does go. I'm thinking about doing a hat, baseball cap.
Like a cap, yeah.
And then we can all wear it at Comic-Con, and that can be like the Justin's Collection crew hat. That would be awesome. I might actually do that, thinking about this. Give us the best I'm Batman phrase you've got. I'm waiting. I'm trying to... the more I talk, the more rough the vocal cords get. So that's kind of the
We're transitioning into the voice.
Yeah, that's the secret.
Barbaros. I would like to see Justin doing a video with Cosplay Chris.
Oh, yes. That would be awesome if Cosplay Chris would be down to do a cosplay video. I would love to do that with him.
He is in Sydney.
He is in Sydney. I've spoken to him a few times. He does come to Melbourne for Comic-Con related stuff. So maybe we will do that. Have you played this game, Ghost of
Game.
I have played this game, and I really did enjoy Ghost of Tsushima. That was an awesome game.
Really well made. And there's already some DLC on it.
Oh, that is the worst type of DLC I think they could have announced. Like multiplayer. I was hoping for like, I don't know what I was hoping for, honestly. The Mongols are back. Let's do another war. I don't know.
I think the default, like what people think the best way of expanding or improving their game is somehow adding multiplayer.
I don't like that.
But that's, yeah, I mean, I don't agree with that. For me, I would like to see more stories, more side stories. But yeah,
give us a new character even. Let us play as Lady Masako. That'd be awesome. Give us give the ability to do different stuff, not just do what we're already doing, but in multiplayer. I don't like that.
Not every game warrants a multiplayer. Not every game works in multiplayer.
Can you say to me, "Hi, Steve. Hi, Steve. How are you?"
Damn, Justin, not about that co-op life. Yep.
I'm not, unfortunately. Being in Australia as well, most of my friend group, my collection friend group who would probably play the same games as me, they're in the US. So the time zone doesn't really line up, unfortunately, for us to do that.
I think the logistics and the working around that is more exhausting than any that's what's ruining the experience for you.
Definitely. The whole process, oh my god. Do not even get me started on the PS4 Apple headphone connector problem where it does not work any longer, because now that was my only headset to use on PS4 because I don't actually play multiplayer that often. I don't know if you could tell. So it's ruined it completely. I either have to FaceTime people or like call them, and then they're like, I can't hear you. I've got one headphone in and I don't want to do that, and it's a terrible gaming experience for them. So I'm the problem when it comes to multiplayer gaming. They can't talk to me.
And there's just I just hear a bunch of, where are you? I'm in this menu. Oh, what? Can you send me the invite again? Oh, I don't see it. That sort of thing.
Yes. Oh my god.
Until they refine that, it's just I get it. It's a bit off-putting.
Bob Dylan with another super chat. Oh my god, Bob Dylan, you're so generous. Thank you so much for the super chat. Seen Umbrella Academy, all the boys, lots of figure potential, not to mention awesome dark spin on superheroes. I love both of those shows. I'm counting down the days for The Boys Season 2. I cannot wait to see that.
Yeah.
Specifically Homelander, yes, I think he would make a great figure. I think the whole Umbrella Academy would make a really unique, awesome figures, especially 5 little guy.
Little guy.
That'll be awesome. You have to train in Kung Fu. I don't do Kung Fu, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Mate, you should grow a mid-beard to complete Batman's appearance. I actually shaved yesterday, unfortunately. I wasn't planning on doing this until probably like 5 minutes ago. No, I wasn't planning on doing this until a little bit later today. So yes, the beard was there, but now it is gone. It would have been a nice addition, I'm sure.
Yes, he like 2-3 days. It's pretty like intense.
Justin, let me see your face. You probably don't want to see under the cowl, unfortunately.
Sweaty, drippy, black eye makeup.
I
want Doom Patrol figures, although that will never happen. That's from Argentina.
Doom Patrol figures, I wouldn't say never. We're getting Titans figures from So-So Toy and Toys Era, and they're both DC Universe streaming shows, so I wouldn't say never. It might happen. Who knows? I've seen the renders for the Beast Boy head sculpt, and it looks really good. And, of course, Superboy was announced. So we are getting lots of figures from that universe.
Of his face?
Yeah, of his face.
Okay.
His normal face, not his beast face.
That's what I'm asking.
Yes.
His face. Do the voice. That's another one.
The voice is coming.
Yes, there's multiple after the voice. Hot Toys Battle Angel Alita. Any inside production issues?
Ooh.
It's been pushed back again. Potentially.
We
don't know, but
have any
it would
info.
surprise me.
Do you have any info? I don't have any info. But I hope it's not been pushed back too long. Hopefully it does come out. Yo, Batman is 1/6 scale collector. Nice. Batman is a 1/6 scale collector. Absolutely.
I wonder if they've sent Ben Affleck or any of the other.
I would assume
cast
they
members
would
their figures.
get a copy. From the inside info that I do have, characters, or I should say actors who play superheroes, they need to sign off on the final approval anyway, and usually they get to keep a sample.
Cool. There you go.
Justin really looked like a buff, burly man. Look at his neck.
That's a thick neck.
I won't deny, but the suit does lie a little bit.
Just a little.
The suit does lie. It's not. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. My brother is crazy about him and not Vader. Who is this?
He's talking about Kylo. He says, I'm going to start watching Star Wars for some reason. I want to know more about Kylo Ren.
Yeah, give it a go. It's a good franchise. I don't know, guys. I think you're going to struggle to fit into that Batmobile there. Maybe.
Yeah. Might need to take your shoes off. What have we got here?
What's your favorite DC figure? My favorite DC figure is currently Justice League Batman. Not the tactical suit one, just the normal suit version of Batman.
If you could get one figure right now from one of the movies DC announced today, what would it be?
Probably a Harley in that badass biker jacket with the corset and the bazooka. Probably that one.
Yeah.
Because technically, they didn't really announce anything else new that we didn't already know about, right? Wonder Woman 84, already getting figures from. Justice League, already got the whole line pretty much.
Well, I want a better look at all the Suicide Squad characters.
All the
There's so
weird and
many.
wonderful.
The Weasel!
Oh my god.
The Weasel! All we get is just this freaky rat face thing in like this little intro slide, and then that's it. I'm like, well, you're not going to talk about the fact that you've got this creature? I find it weird. I don't know how they're going to manage having so many characters in this film and giving them all their moments, unless it's going to be kind of like, you know, teams are going to split up or something like that. I don't know.
I think a lot will die.
Half will die in the first sequence.
I think it'll be a funny comedic thing, like boom, boom, these guys will be dead.
But they were all on the panel. That's the only thing. I was like, you're giving all of them airtime. So I thought maybe all of them are equally important.
We shall see. Squashy Raspberry says, pop culture saying Iron Man 47 is releasing in December when Sideshow says September to November. Seems about right because Sideshow supplies pop culture, which means it has to go from Hong Kong to California, and California to Melbourne, Australia, and then to the rest of Australia. Mark 47 is out. So I don't know why it would take that long. Mine should be here hopefully in the next few days. So I apologize for Sideshow's delay on that. Shouldn't we be saving somebody? I should. Somebody should save me from this cow.
I don't know if this is for you or me, but where is that costume from?
Well, this is a custom-made thing. Check out Benable Effects on Instagram, and Mid's collection is wearing...
There's a few pieces. This is the shirt and the jacket
the TLDR.
from BioWorld, and the rest is sort of sourced from random AliExpress sellers.
Fair enough. Is the costume difficult to wear? It's not that difficult to wear. Like, the movement is pretty good. It's just the heat factor. Like, this is all foam latex padding, right? And it's double layered. So there's a, like, neoprene, or not neoprene, but like a bodysuit. And then there's the muscle suit over the top. Then there's this suit over the top of that. And then I've got a rubber thing on my head that's insulating all of the heat and just recirculating it. It's not that difficult. It's not light. It's fairly heavy. And the cape, I don't know if you've ever tried wearing a cape, but it's not ideal.
Whenever he goes downstairs, because it's longer than, it doesn't just stop at his feet. It drags a little bit. So, like, in case, like, you're in a big group of people at a con, everyone's like, he's like a princess. You have to carry his train for him around when you're walking through the crowds.
Kind of. It's
so
not.
It doesn't get stepped on.
It's not horrible. Bob Dylan asked if I'm on any of the Reddit subreddits, like the Hot Toys one. I sometimes check it out. There are some pretty nasty people over on Reddit. I don't know, surprise. That shouldn't really be a surprise. So I don't really spend a lot of time over there. I'm more frequent Facebook, especially Six Scale Network. Shout out to the Facebook group Six Scale Network. Go and check them out. How does that suit feel on you, says James Nichols? It feels fairly good, actually. It's just the cowl that's rather warm. Bruh, I've done Heath Ledger and Joaquin Phoenix. Who should I do next? Well, keep the Joker train going. Do Jack Nicholson.
Do Leto. Draw, like, have someone, like, stick a temporary tattoo on your forehead and shave your brows off. Commit to it. Commit to it. Be a method actor. There was a good one here. I feel like Suicide Squad will be like Deadpool 2 death sequence where all his allies start dropping.
Yes. I think you might be right about that.
Also, how do we feel about no Will Smith because of scheduling conflicts?
Yeah.
Or if that's actually the true reason he's
That's sad. I would have loved to have seen Will Smith again. Maybe if this is successful, James Gunn can do another one, and Will Smith can be in that one.
I think he's expressed... Someone said that he's expressed desire to be in another one if he goes ahead.
Okay. Well, I'll be fine with that. Doug said, who the hell do you think you are? He sure did.
Would you like if DC featured Terry McGinnis's Batman Beyond in the Flashpoint movie? I
would love that. Who they would get to play him, I don't know. There's a lot of different people who could do that. quite nicely. But I would love for them to do that. That would be awesome. I wish there was way more Batman Beyond stuff out there. But unfortunately, there isn't. Is there any more quarter-scale figures that you would like Hot Toys to make? I would love a quarter-scale Captain America from Endgame or a quarter-scale Batman from Justice League. I would love either of those. Technically, it should be possible to create using the same method as this suit in 1-to-1, but in quarter scale, to create a Justice League Batman figure. Interesting.
I've seen a lot of comments
I'll look into
saying
it.
Batman says I'm vengeance in that 2021 movie.
I wonder if he's going to say the whole thing.
I want to know, given he's so young, like who hurt him?
Well, they killed his parents got killed. So.
Yes, I get that, but like, is that the whole driver of the movie? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm still mad about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And I'm vengeance.
Yes.
Okay.
He's vengeance.
So it's like, you know, like if you say
He's
that when you're
so
like
angry.
50 something and you've like been through like a lot, you can be like, yeah, I'm vengeance. But you know, you think it'd start off with I'm Batman or something.
Yeah, he'll get there. Now that I think of it, Justin looks like a young Keanu Reeves with short hair. Thank you.
You've been told that before.
Thank you. I think.
Khaled says, I love how Robert Pattinson acts as Batman. Haven't seen that much of it, I have to say.
So far.
But, I mean, he was, very serious as a vampire in Twilight. So he can play serious characters,
Yes.
I suppose.
We shall see when the film is out, but I am cautiously optimistic that he will do the character justice. The symbol on the new suit is supposed to be the guns that killed his parents, right? I think, yeah, someone said that because the pieces were from a gun.
They like broke down the gun.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Maybe it can be removed and then can be used.
There might be a lot of like call outs in the movie, a lot of Easter eggs for people to pick up on. How about Ansel? I don't know how to say his surname. Igor for Terry McGinnis. I don't know
who that is.
He's played a lot of like teenage heartthrob type characters.
Okay.
So I don't know. His face is very soft. I don't really like it.
Fair enough.
Pattinson has acting chops. As long as Kristen Stewart isn't cast as Catwoman, it should be decent.
Well, we already have our Catwoman casting, so we're perfectly safe.
And Kristen was good in Charlie's Angels. I've got to
She
say,
was actually
made
quite
a
good.
Comeback.
She was very good in that
Yes,
movie.
She loosened up.
Dude, that costume is sick. Thank you very much, Nerdified. I appreciate that comment.
J. Rob, which company is doing a 1/6 scale Black Manta figure from the movie? Have you seen any renders?
I don't think anybody is, aside from Iron Geek 37. He is doing the really hard to make ones. Check out his Insta or his Facebook, Iron Geek 37. Spelt how you think. Can you take out your Resistance Ray Hot Toys? I cannot because it's down there and I'm over here. I'm sorry, it's, there's stuff.
Also, his gloves make him butterfingers.
The gloves, they're quite hard to do anything in. Luckily, there is technology in the gloves that allow me to use electronics whilst wearing the gloves, which is kind of batty, but it doesn't allow me to collect figures from a display cabinet, unfortunately.
This was a question for me from Bob Dylan.
Oh, yes.
What's my favorite figure, franchise, and game? Figure-wise, I like the Dan Toys Aguila that you got me for Christmas. Franchise could and game could very much both be Assassin's Creed. But I do still love Harry Potter, those sorts of things. I just don't want them made into figures.
Fair enough.
What else have we got? Another question again from Michael about the reveal of Cheetah. I like it. I like to see more of it. She's not as vibrant of a yellow as I was.
Well, it was nighttime.
It was nighttime.
We shall see.
Yeah. I don't want her to look cartoonish, but I do want her to have that bright color and energy that the 80s vibe has
Hopefully
going.
it will have the yellow, the pop. certified. How do you afford all those figures? I literally could only afford so many. And also, what country do you live in? I live in Melbourne, Australia. And I afford them because I work full-time as well as do the YouTube channel. So any earnings from the YouTube channel, not that it's a hell of a lot, goes back into the channel, which means buying more figures, which means more revenue from the channel, which means more figures, plus working full-time and not doing other stuff like drugs, alcohol, etc. We be clean. That means there's the rest of the disposable income after bills and whatnot you can spend on other stuff, which happens to be figures. Yep. So that's my secret. No huge secret, unfortunately. Justin, how do you like the new Batman suit? Says James Nichols. I like it. I liked it when it was revealed, and I like it now.
Sixth Scale Economist.
Oh,
did
what a name.
shout out. Big fan of the channel, man. You're the greatest of all time.
Oh, thank you. I don't think I deserve that.
The goat of the community.
Am I? I don't think so. I think you are the goat, sir. Saying that. That's awesome.
And then following up on that other question.
Look at the nose. Look at the side profile. I just realized.
It's a fork nose.
It's a pointy nose.
Rock the Rock. Is this your day job or do you do something else? Yes, he does have a full-time
This is
job.
my day job. And then reviewing is my side gig. The bat is the day job. I wish I had my batarang. I really don't know where that darn thing went. Seriously.
I'm gonna have to find it while we're moving next time. I've always wondered, why does the Batman Beyond suit have a movable mouth part?
Look.
Is it nanotech?
Look, we don't.
It's future.
Look,
tech.
we don't.
We don't know.
We don't ask about the mouth.
What would you want them to do if
A
they made
faceplate
a
would be
live?
nice.
If they did a live
Faceplate.
action,
Faceplate. Like a
and
mouth.
he just
like
talks underneath it.
Yeah.
So you don't see the mouth. It's like Power Rangers.
Just
It's
black.
just like they've just made this silver mouth.
No, just
thing.
fully black. Just a fully black mouth plate. It's fine. You don't have to see.
So,
just
like Spider-Man, like no mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
just black. Like you don't see anything.
Yeah.
That'll be fine with that.
Okay.
Or if they do black makeup, like that, I guess could work and serve the thing well. I don't. That's a challenging costume to design for film.
Wow, Justin, you got jacked. That's from Randy. No compliments to me and my big puffy arms.
Justin got jacked. It's all natural. It's not the suit at all.
This one's a good question. Given I haven't watched the movie Cats, I can't say, but the trailer was absolutely enough. Do you think Cheetah will look the same as the Cats? I think everyone's learned a lesson. From Cats.
I think it'll be okay.
I'm curious as to the transition because it appears that Kristen Wiig doesn't just suddenly become Cheetah. She becomes more cat-like as the movie progresses, which, does she start growing whiskers first? Does she start having the cat eyes?
Is it a thing that she can turn on and off? That's what I want to know.
Oh, yes.
Or is it like
she now permanently in that form?
Oh, that's curious. We'll see.
Because I haven't read the comics, I don't know.
Bob Dylan asks, if Howard called me to move to Hong Kong to be their full-time PR manager, would I do it?
Oh, hell yeah.
I would do it.
Absolutely.
I would absolutely do it.
Yeah.
Is that a cosplay Batman suit? No, this is a real
This
Batman.
is legit. Yeah, Ben Affleck lent it to us.
100%. Guaranteed, certified real. What do you think about Justice League Uncut version? I think that I cannot wait to see it.
Yeah,
That's all
I
I
didn't
think.
realize how much extra footage there was. That means, I don't know the guy's name, but the previous director had
Joss
cut
Whedon.
a lot.
Well, I don't know maths, but the Justice League for the theater was 120 minutes, and the Suicide Squad, the Zack Snyder version is 214 minutes. So that's a
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's almost 100 minutes.
There was so much context missing, and I always said if this was the way they wanted to go, they should have done everyone's like individual movies first before just shoving them all together to make Justice League happen. So I can see now that there was a vision to try and do that before. I mean, we saw Cyborg as a footballer, as a completely human footballer before.
Exactly, with context, added context.
I'm so glad that we're going to get all of that. I didn't realize how much we were missing. I wasn't that hyped about Snyder Cut until I realized.
There's more to it, but I still just be cautious. I don't think it's going to be what you're expecting. just like BVS wasn't what people were expecting. It'll be different to how you hope it will be. Whether or not you enjoy it or you don't, I don't know, but it will. I think it will be different. Warner Brothers
screws over all these talented people.
Sometimes they do.
Do you ever purchase Funko? We sure do. There's a whole wall of them to
You
my
can sort of see.
And there's also double that, I reckon, in storage. We have sort of cooled off on them since this has happened. But generally speaking, if a new movie that we're really hype about is has a line, like they've made like
it's usually
six
the
Wonder
first,
Womans, I reckon.
It's usually the first merch that comes out for a film.
Yeah.
Like before the film's even out. And you're like, ooh, I can get a pop of Cheetah and I didn't even know what she looks like until now. So that's,
And
that's
for
awesome.
me, it actually gives me like a good insight to the costumes. Mind you, they've really dumbed down cartoonish versions of the costumes. But to see Wonder Woman's like and Cheetah's like looks for the film in a very simple context was good. They were out ages ago too, before we even saw this trailer. So.
Yep, 100%.
Is Cyborg's dad really dead? That was an interesting.
Well, I think
reveal.
he's dead, right, in this Snyderverse, it would seem, in this Snyder film. But as I said, this is not being treated as the official Justice League canon. I hate that word. So he's alive, I suppose. Silas Stone is his name. Awesome cosplay, guys. Thank you. Are you hot? You tell me. No, I'm sorry. That was awful. Yes, it is rather warm inside the suit and very immobile. So as you can see, the bat neck turn is an issue. Also, even in 1-to-1 scale, the tab on the cowl does not stay.
It's still an issue.
Honestly, it looks so much better when it's just flat, like on the suit. So yes, even in 1-to-1 scale, you do have the tab issue.
Ooh, I like Bob Dylan's theory that Cyborg's dad will come back as an AI.
Oh, I don't like that.
If he, like, he's been destroyed by the box or whatever, but maybe that tech somehow makes him some sort of digital character that Cyborg can now communicate with. He still has his dad in some really extended way.
I really don't like that. But anyway, we'll see if that does happen. How long does it take to get into the full costume?
Not as long as you think.
2 minutes?
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's a case of sliding in, zipping up. The cowl and fidgeting, like the cape over it, is actually more.
You gotta have the folds over the cowl. I think my other side has come undone, unfortunately.
And then the gauntlets and the gloves are a little bit of a fiddle as well.
They sure are. I can't even see.
Would we like Hot Toys quality figures of ourselves, or is that a bit weird?
I would love Hot Toys quality figures of us. That would be awesome.
I don't like looking at myself. I think like I'll nitpick the hell out of how she looks. So no
I
thanks.
swear you and your wife are nocturnal. Sometimes I think we are too.
Yeah. Will has a bad feeling about the Snyder Cut.
Oh.
Let's not.
Okay.
Well, let's go in with no expectations.
Yes.
Neither positive or negative.
That's
how I go into movies as someone who doesn't read comics or buy too much into lore and trying to be accurate and that sort of thing either. So I think that's the best approach when you're watching a movie about something you might really care about.
Yes. Try your best to have little to no expectations and then be surprised. Robert Chester Fan says, I love you guys. Saw the trailer. Looks good. Still wish Gordon looked like Gordon, but oh well. Just saw War of the Apes. Forgot how good it was. Didn't they make a 1/6 scale Caesar? I think that 3-0 might have, actually.
Oh, with real fur?
No, it was like a sculpted thing. But yes, I'm really excited to see the movie. I'm not too fussed. I think Jeffrey Wright will be a good Gordon, just because he doesn't look like a traditional Gordon. I think he's going to be great. He's got the gravitas. Got the deep voice, you know what I mean? He's got that commanding presence about him, which I think Gordon does need, and I think he will be able to do that. Are you more excited to see Batfleck again or Keaton? Batfleck, unfortunately.
Did you guys see Will Smith lost his golden teeth from a golf club? Oh, I didn't even know if that was real. It seemed fake.
That's weird.
So this is TikTok, okay? This is why I freaking hate TikTok.
Okay.
So first of all, this artist, this musician called Jason Derulo, he did this thing where he put, I think it was a corn on the cob on a drill, tried to eat it like that, and knocked his teeth out. Then he hung out with Will Smith on TikTok. He was going to swing his golf club or something and hit the ball. Will sort of sticks his head in and says, hey, don't do that yet. And he's already swung it back and hit him in the teeth and he's chipped both his front teeth. It was horrifying. And I thought it was all a stunt, like, haha, he lost his teeth, now you've lost yours. I hope that's not real, because, like, Big Willie's teeth are, like,
that's ridiculous.
That's a big part of his big smile.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
But yes, that's a really obscure story, but I just hope it's not real.
How ready are you for Qui-Gon Jinn? I am 10 out of 10 ready to get Qui-Gon Jinn.
Everyone's ready. They're all getting very impatient.
I am getting very impatient too.
Steph, any chance to put more hats on the cat? I love that.
Always.
We actually did that today. We had a little fun putting some lion's manes and other animals.
If anyone wants to know what we do in our spare time, sometimes you can trap a cat and you can put a hat on it, and it can be a raccoon or it can be a strawberry cat, and then that's the enjoyment for the day.
In all seriousness, one of our cats has some issues with her ears at the moment, so I'm putting in eardrops, but in the meantime she still has the craving to itch. So I've bought her, instead of the cone of shame, which is very demeaning, I bought her a toast, and she gets a toast around her head, and it's soft and it's comfortable, and she looks ridiculous. So it's a win-win for everyone.
I think it made it worse, not better.
Oh, for God's sake. Just stop, I'll do it.
There we go. And then the other one goes over the top of that. Excellent. My cape has been rectified. Robert Just a Fan said something very nice just a second ago. Justin, you look the part. You make some kids very happy as a role model. Thank you very much. I try my best not to engage in any of the BS that we often see lurking around in the community. So thank you. That means a lot. That's awesome.
In this cosplay, I'd love to see you like maybe tour like a hospital or something. But
oh, that'd be awesome. Not right now, obviously.
No, but from general experience, people are quite terrified of this cosplay.
It's very intimidating. Like, if you see this coming towards you, it's not. Yeah.
More people approached you as Spider-Man and Captain America. Lots of kids sort of went behind their parents' legs when they're like, "Go and take a photo of Batman." It didn't work out the way you thought. So. No,
it did not. Someone asked if I could do a live stream together with them. 6-Scale Economist, yeah, that would be awesome. I would love to do a live stream with you one day. Squashy Raspberry asked, did I order my Iron Man Mark 47 from Sideshow or Pop Culture? Would you like to tell the audience where I ordered my Mark 47 from?
From toyswonderland.com, which is, I've ruined that, which is the best place to get your figures earlier, much earlier than Sideshow or Pop Culture.
If you want them quick, that's where I get mine from. I didn't realize that was a secret.
No, I thought that was over-advertised on your part.
Yes, you got to do a YouTube clip with the bat suit in the streets. That would be awesome, except right now, obviously, we can't go into the streets. Yes, that would be awesome. I would love to do that.
I'm really bad at speaking now. Sonic the Hedgehog, a coin figure? I don't know what that's about. Is there a Sonic...
I haven't seen it.
Figure coming out?
I don't know.
Justin's seen the movie. I haven't. I thought it looked ridiculous.
No, it's a good
especially
movie.
After the first iteration of his.
No, it's seriously an enjoyable film. Someone says Justin has been juicing, ready for his own solo movie with Steph. Justin has been juicing. I'm sorry, it literally just says Facebook user because we're using the Stream Duck. It doesn't tell me who is saying what. Can I just rant for a second about the Stream Duck? I just had to upgrade to the $49 plan to get the 1080p option for the streaming. Like, what?
Yeah.
So it's probably the last time I'm going to be using Stream Duck. But the service that they provide is excellent. I can stream to Facebook and to YouTube at the same time, very seamless. But not for that price, just to get 1080p. I think that should be a very basic service. Make 4K behind a paywall, but not 1080p.
Oh yeah, no. I got the two confused for a second. I was like, oh, I assumed we were already streaming in 1080p. So
we are now.
That's really depressing.
James says, Justin, how did you get in business with Toys Wonderland? I am not in business with Toys Wonderland, actually. I just helped them correct the wording on their Facebook page and on their website, because usually it would said, I would have said our business partner, which absolutely does not describe our relationship. It now says in collaboration with. So I purchase everything from them. I'm literally a customer like the rest of you guys and gals, but I just happen to make videos and I get a little bit of a discount as a kickback. But I'm by no means in business with them. I don't work with them. I don't do any of their customer service inquiries, as many as I get. I can't help you with your order, unfortunately, because I'm literally just a customer like you. People say, oh, yes, but they must reply to you quicker or something like that. Sometimes they reply to me fairly quickly. But also, can you imagine if all of a sudden everyone was asking me and then I was asking them the questions, it would be the same response time because they would be getting the same amount of queries. It would just all be from me. Yeah. And then that would mean that I would be a virtual secretary, which sometimes I don't mind doing, but it's definitely not my full-time gig. So the best way to get your questions answered from toyswonderland.com is from toyswonderland.com. Hopefully, that will help some people.
Yes. Someone needs to make a 1/6 Danny DeVito penguin.
Oh. Yes, I would love to see that.
Yes.
I would love to see that.
Black.
Yes,
oh, yeah.
That's the head sculpt with the goopy, the stuff coming out of the mouth. That would be badass.
Can't wait to see the Justice Mobile table. Yes. We would love to have... I'm now visualizing. I don't know if it's possible, but just because how darn heavy some of these cars are.
It's very heavy.
I'd love to see a big cabinet, kind of like the one to my side here, fit one car per level, but I don't know if the glass can take it.
I think Modu Case can do it.
Okay.
Can take the weight of that.
Yeah, that would be good.
I would ideally, in the next collection room, I want to do full custom Modu Case, but floor to ceiling. So right now there's a gap between the top of the cabinet and the ceiling. I want them all the way to the ceiling, fully custom Modu Case. I have spoken to the guy who owns Modu Case, and we will see what happens. It's been a while since we had that chat, so now the channel's a little bit bigger. Maybe they're more interested in working together, because the issue that I have, not necessarily the price, although they are pricey, the biggest issue that I have is the time. It takes like 6 to 8 months.
Yes, I hear a lot of people saying how long they're waiting for them. I didn't realize, is it because they're not manufacturing them fast enough? Or
I don't know.
Because it's custom and on, like...
I would have thought that to simplify manufacturing, maybe it's, because they have, it's like a set thing, right? So you want to have this high, you just have these brackets. It's like a bracket type system. So I would have thought that made it easier, but maybe
it's called Modu Case. I thought it would be modular. They would have all the parts ready to go.
Yeah, it is. But I think the way they do it is that they only start production to save on costs. They only start production when they have an order, which is kind of defeats the purpose of the whole thing, I think, because then you're waiting anyway, whereas the whole point was for it to be quicker.
And streamlined.
And streamlined.
Simple, yes. Here we go, Bob Dylan. Yes, got Modu Case on order, going on 5 months.
Oh!
We can't do that.
Damn, that's
this
bad.
This stuff needs a home.
That's bad.
This one's a good one from Robert, just a fan. Robert, you are not just a fan, you are a dedicated fan, and we notice.
Thank you for watching.
Are you two planning any more store tours together? Figures, toys, food. I enjoyed all of it. Yes. If we could, I definitely would. I'd love to do more vlogs around Melbourne. Just going out to restaurants again would be like an adventure, to be honest.
I would love to do a Melbourne Hot Toys / collectible shopping
We
tour.
don't have a lot of we definitely don't have any Hot Toys specific stores, but we do have a few comic book / collectible stores, so it'd be good to point those out to people.
Khaled says, I'm a fan too. Thank you for watching, Khaled. I see you. I see you. Say, I'm Batman. I am Batman.
How hot are you? The only reason I don't cosplay as Batman.
It's actually not that bad right now. But then again, I'm not moving, and I have an ice pack in the back of my head, and I have 2 ice packs in my chest area. So I'm actually not... It's not the worst that I've been, honestly, in this suit.
I think Comic-Con 2021 should be the best one since we missed out this year. Yeah, or they'll be really cautious.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we'll be able to get there. That's my only expectation, is that we'll be able to go.
Yeah, to be able to go would be nice. But I do have a feeling that I mean, my mindset is that nothing will be completely back to normal for a long time, and that's like talking 1 or 2 years. People's mindsets and like their fears of going outside and
Apparently not in the
interacting
US
with
though,
people.
so we might be in luck.
Because I mean, if a person walks near me, I like kind of like I budge out of the way. I've never been like that around people before, so it's just
Right now, it's not the ideal time to be hosting anything, I don't think. And we'll see if the mindset, as you said, has shifted when we get to whenever it is, July next year.
I think people will be cautious for a while, and traveling airlines may not return to complete normal operations for a while.
Superman fan, what do you think of the Snyder Cut trailer? I enjoyed it, and I like the choice of music.
Okay.
That's all I have to say on it. I enjoyed it. No more thoughts.
Justin, did you receive the Carol Danvers normal clothing set?
I don't think there's a normal clothing set, but there is an SW Toys Carol Danvers figure that I will be reviewing soon. Apparently, it's horrible.
Oh, great.
So yeah, we'll see when it gets here. Aaron, digging the suit. I literally can't stop thinking about the Batman teaser trailer. Oh, I know that Batman teaser trailer was awesome, but thank you. I'm glad you like the suit. It is very warm in here.
Robert says, thank you both, made my day. Only thing to top this is if you cosplay as Godzilla.
Cosplay as Godzilla. That would be awesome. I don't know how I would pull that off. Like the old monster, like the old monster movie suits, like in Power Rangers, that type of Godzilla. That would be horrible, but also hilarious.
Maybe, you know how people like have those blow up dinosaurs?
Oh God, not that. Anything but that. Anything but that. I don't like Superman. Oh, that's not very nice. I like Superman.
Let's just all give 2020 a miss and forget it. It's already, like, I've already given up on this year, to be honest. It's a shame because this year we got married and some great things did happen, and then for the rest, I just want it to be over.
Where's your cat? Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think they want to be here right now.
Yeah. Prequel or Stewart? Are you oh, right, you're talking about X-Men. I was like, are you trying to say sequel, but you just really spelled it wrong, Bob? I prefer... As Professor X, that's a tough one. I like them both equally because they're both like the different age gap. I think you can allow for both of them.
Oh, what's the name of that Scottish guy who plays the current one?
I know, or the old current one. Oh gosh, really?
I know.
Really?
I don't remember.
Fassbender is Magneto, and Professor X is. No.
I don't know.
Okay.
I've watched him in multiple movies, especially like Narnia even. I just can't.
I don't, James McAvoy. Thank you, Bob. James McAvoy. I like them both equally. I don't like him because he's worse than Hulk because I love Hulk. Fair enough. I like them both.
They're two very different universes.
You can like more than one
superhero,
I think.
But Rock the Rock does think you would be good in a Superman costume too.
That would be awesome. I would love to do a Superman suit. I don't think I have the jaw for a Superman costume. Maybe.
I think it's more to do with the hair.
The hair I can. The hair you can do. We'll see. Maybe that'll be awesome. Nicholas is here. Nicholas, welcome to the stream, sir.
What time is it over there?
Not sure. Tell us what the time is over there, Nick, in the center of all known galaxies.
The United States
of America. The only place that exists anywhere in all of time and space.
How much was the suit?
I think all up it was, I don't even remember. It wasn't cheap, but it wasn't expensive. I think it was good value. Nick says, hey guys. Hey Nick.
Cover up. Yeah, it was worth it. You got to tell yourself that. It's 7 p.m. where Mihir is. I don't know where they are though.
Super chat from 6 Scale Economist. What's the #1 Star Wars hot toys on your wish list? Can't wait to see you get to 200k subs. First of all, huge thank you for the super chat. Second of all, I would love to get to 200k subs one day. That would be amazing. Star Wars figure on my wish list currently is Cara Dune.
Yes.
Easy answer for me.
I'm with you there.
I would love to see a Cara Dune figure. I don't know why the heck it hasn't happened. Let's get that.
She's not as urgent, but I would like to see the armorer.
Apparently, Ms. Collection. There are only two countries in the world.
We could either only be in the USA or in England, but we are in neither.
Whoa!
We are in the ether.
Oh my
apparently.
god!
Oh no, your ice pack.
My ice pack fell out of my head.
But we are
Can't
not
even reach it.
in the USA or England.
We are in Australia.
As much as I love both countries, we are in Australia.
It's a pocket dimension. Steph Quinn, thanks for mentioning my comment. That's your hashtag, Steph Quinn.
Steph Quinn, I'll take that. She would be awesome, but I need that Moff. That was 6 scale.
Oh yes, Moff Gideon. That would be awesome. The guy with the Darksaber, the chicken guy from Breaking Bad.
The chicken guy. See, I didn't watch Breaking Bad, so I didn't get that when you saw him and you were like, oh, this guy.
Yes, the chicken man. Imagine if that happened to Batman, his ice pack falling out. That wouldn't be ideal. That wouldn't be ideal, Nicholas.
Would be very cool. Literally, it's very uncomfortable.
My ice pack is now here. I don't know actually what to do with the ice pack because it's very wet. Maybe we can reinsert the ice pack.
Technical difficulty.
Los pollos hermanos. That is correct, Nicholas. Forgive us for a moment. Oh, Jesus.
Sorry.
While the ice pack is reinstalled, the ice pack has been reinstalled. What is your favorite food? My favorite food would have to be sushi. I really enjoy sushi.
Oh, yeah. And steak. We do love a good steak.
Hashtag the ice pack. Damn right, hashtag the ice pack.
If you read this, have a nice day. Thanks, Jules.
Thank you. That's awesome. I hope you have a nice day too. Technical Wade.
Captain Marvel versus Power Girl would be epic land Gary.
Huh?
Epic land. I don't know. I'm trying to get what the
Legendary, I think
words
he's maybe trying to say.
he's merging together are. I don't know who Power Girl is. Is that
Uh,
a character I should know?
it's like Captain Marvel, but for DC.
Okay.
That'll be awesome. I just moved a boatload of figure boxes from a storage unit back home, so I'm probably sweating as much as you are, Justin. Do you keep your figure boxes? That's a really good question. Yes, I do keep my figure boxes. I keep them in a storage unit that is located separate to where we live, and we upgraded it recently.
We did, and
It
then
got
we
bigger?
moved all of them from one storage locker to one down the hallway on the other end.
Yes. So yes, that would be a yes to that question. I do keep all of my boxes.
Excellent. Well, we are well overdue for Giancarlo Esposito. I think that's his name. In 6 scale, Gus Fring, Moff Gideon, even Mr. Edgar. I don't know.
Mr.
Any of
Edgar.
those characters.
The new Suicide Squad movie is a reboot, right? It is definitely not a reboot. It is a follow-up. It's same Amanda Waller, same Harley Quinn, same Captain Boomerang, same characters, just with a new additional cast. I assume they thought Task Force X was successful, so they have brought it back.
With a lot more
With a
people.
bunch more people.
Yes. I would like to know more about Polka Dot Man
King Shark.
and King Shark.
Oh, King Shark.
If anyone watches the animated Harley Quinn cartoon, it's animated, so it's a cartoon. The guy who plays King Shark there is fantastic. I wish it was him.
Me too. That'd be so awesome.
Even if he voiced the one in the game.
Well, they did say on the panel, they did say that guy was the stand-in King Shark on set. So we don't know who his voice is.
Yeah, he might just be the physical actor. Ooh, that would be good.
That would be awesome. We'll see. What kind of lightbox do you use? The lightbox that I use is from a company called Puluz, P-U-L-U-Z. But always remember that the equipment does not maketh the review. So you do have to. There are a lot of fine-tuning steps involved in getting the reviews to look the way they do. Just because you have the same lightbox doesn't necessarily mean it will look the exact same. So
and you certainly don't need one to do reviews.
No, absolutely
If you don't
not.
want to. Dean does excellent reviews without the same space that Justin works with, and he does the true light ones. He goes
Yes.
outside and he shows what it looks like under the sunlight. So, if that's what you'd rather do, then you can do that without purchasing a light box.
Justin, do you think Joker will appear in the Batman movie? I highly doubt it, and I hope he doesn't. James Wu, King Shark is a shark. He is a shark, but I want to know what kind of shark is he? Is he a brutal?
Wrestled in a real shark.
Is-
and just had him play.
Is he a brutal murderer? Is he a chill, funny guy like in the Harley Quinn show, but then can be brutal at the same time? I want to know more about him because I like the design of him based on what we've seen. Harley Quinn attire is based off Injustice 2 game. No, this is based off...
No, I think he's thinking of... He's asking about
the movie.
It looks it. It looks it.
Yes, it
She's
does.
just missing... is she wearing a jacket in the...
I think he's wearing a helmet, like a military helmet in the game, as far as I'm aware.
Because I thought it might be... It kind of looked like the Arkham outfit too.
It has a mix.
But it doesn't have the jacket, so then...
It has a mix.
Yeah. But it calls back to, you know, her roots, which is nice. It's not too revealing, which is nice.
Yes, definitely.
I want a Lightbox, but I haven't gotten around to getting one. That's the Amazing Web's response.
Fair enough. I recommend the Puluz, P-U-L-U-Z. That's the one that I use, and I'm pretty sure that's the one Ryan uses as well. We will be wrapping up in around 10 minutes, people. We're at the 2-hour mark. We will be wrapping up. So any more questions about DC Fandom or DC in general or cosplay or figures or anything, say them now. BTW is Emily. It's actually Leslie. And no, she is not doing 6-scale news anymore because she started a new business.
Yes.
So she'll be focusing on running her new business.
And singing.
And singing. Yes.
Going back to Fandom, I'm going to point out my favourite item that I saw, which probably would be the Suicide Squad game.
Oh yes, that looked interesting.
That, I mean, without watching gameplay, it's really hard to say, but the concept is right where I want it to be. It's not clean, it's not child-friendly, it's quite brutal. And the villain is Superman, which is super awesome.
I'm excited.
Yep.
I'm excited to play it. We will see what it is like. Sorry, I have to lean over to see the iPad now to read the comments.
Honestly, when I started watching this channel, this is Kynan, I would sometimes look at figures and thumbnails and think, wow, that exists. Nevertheless, I love this channel a lot. Hope you are both doing well.
Thank you. That's awesome.
The Amazing Web says, I think the Batman has a chance of becoming one of the best ever. It looks so damn good.
I think it's too early. I think it's too early to judge Amazing Web, but we will see when it is out.
Carlet asks, do you think there will be a new character appearing in the Avengers game other than that stretchy girl? I don't think so. Can I just say, I have a weird thing about excessively large limbs and that sort of thing. So to see, I mean, I don't like Mr. Fantastic from Fantastic Four.
Stretchy people.
So like
is
the
not
human equivalent of Stretch Armstrong, it grosses me the hell out. So whenever Justin plays the Avengers beta, I get really upset because I see that gremlin that creature making an appearance and whacking people with her ginormous fists and feet. It is not okay with me.
Forgive me as I am entering the broadcast on the iPad, as my laptop, unfortunately, which was running the stream, has just died. There we go. I'm sorry for that technical difficulty that I just appeared on Batcam. Oh my god, can you believe?
Batcam.
Batcam was on.
Justin, who would win, Superman or his dad? Ooh.
Depends on which planet they're on.
Oh, okay.
Thank you both for the continued positivity to the hobby and in life in general. Resist the hate. Hashtag
nice,
not spice. I love that. That's awesome.
That one.
And thank you so much for the super chat once again, Bob Dylan. You are awesome.
Dylan says, I went from hating Pattinson Batman to being hyped. Still not a fan of the suit, but the movie looks good. The suit is actually one of the most interesting parts, and a lot of people are actually really loving that because it's different and very tactical and sort of
Go back to the real worldy sort of thing. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, what did Christopher Nolan's Batman wear? Was that like a Kevlar type setup? What are you pointing at? Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Like that. It looked like that.
But was that like some special Kevlar type?
Yeah,
material?
it was some science thing.
Okay, some science thing. But yeah, I like seeing it sort of like almost metallic and a bit tactical.
Alex says, yeah, dope bat suit. Thank you very much.
this is a weird one.
Oh.
Gremlin the Gremlin.
Oh, I love that name.
Could Justin say cherry red in a Batman voice?
Cherry red. What's a Batman voice? There are so many different types of Batman voices.
Well, if you're gonna dress as Batfleck,
Yeah, but I can't do that without the voice modulator.
just do Christopher Nolan Batman.
Oh, I hate when people do Christopher Nolan's Batman
Where
as
is she?
this version of Batman. It doesn't
Where's
work.
Scarecrow? There it is.
That's bad.
I'm
There you go.
joking.
There's your Batman. There's your Batman impression. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get the vocal cords as my ice pack falls out again.
Ice pack. Hashtag
The-
ice pack. Oh dear. When are we getting our 1-to-1 scale Batmobile?
Ah! The ice pack yet again has.
The Model 3 kind of could be
It's quick
the
enough.
1-to-1 Batmobile. I like the idea that Batman could have a silent
It is so stupid that he has a big ass
Stealth.
loud thing.
vehicle. It would make sense if you like could sneak around the city in something less conspicuous
Batman should go
than a
electric.
tank or a really loud engine.
It should be dead silent. That's actually scarier than a big loud thing, I think.
Yes. Alex Ross it's his birthday today, so
Hey!
happy birthday, Alex.
Happy birthday, Alex.
Is that worse than Bane's voice, the Batman?
I don't have an issue with the voice. I just have an issue when people do the voice in this Batsuit.
Yeah.
Like whenever they put on a cowl, they're like, "Oh, Batman." It's like you don't need to do it like that.
Yes. No, you're right.
You know what I mean?
But the Bane voice is awesome. I actually really liked. I forgot that British actor's name. But he did a fantastic voice for Bane, and they've used Tom Hardy. I'm so bad at remembering actors. And then they've sort of used that as inspiration in the Bane for the Harley Quinn animated show.
Yes, they pretty much copied that.
I was born in the darkness.
Yeah.
My God, I'm doing a Daniel today. I'm excited that Rocksteady's Suicide Squad game is set in Arkham universe. What are your thoughts about it being in the same universe?
Yes, I'm excited about that, and I'm glad that they decided to continue on into that same scenario. So, yes, I'm excited to see what that means for the game.
I mean, it's simpler to try and keep things, as simple as possible and in the same universe. You don't really want to try and create competition or confusion.
But also, don't forget, it's called Suicide Squad kills the Justice League, not just kills Superman. So, there's, I would assume, more Chars to be seen. Characters.
Yes. I don't know how I feel about the interpretation of Boomerang. I don't think Jai Courtney
I like the
would love that
I
interpretation
like the accent.
of his character.
I like the accent.
He's very authentic, like Australian bogan accent. Justin, I hope you don't have the same butt problem as Hot Toys Batman.
The bat butt. Actually, I don't know what the bat butt looks like in this suit. Hopefully not.
Why don't you turn around and show
Why don't they show you the bat butt? Demonetize the bat hashtag bat butt.
How do you like the way Robert Pattinson beat the hell out of that goo?
He is a bit too. It was a bit much.
I think they wanted to just show that
It's like,
not that he
it's a
was
bit much.
brutal or violent, but more that it was very emotional. That he
Yeah, but that
was
guy didn't do
really-
anything to him. As far as I'm aware, that particular
that
guy,
dude killed his parents or something.
that particular guy, didn't really deserve that level. Like, you can just knock him out like just a fucking. Oh, excuse me. Just a one punch, and I think.
True colours there.
And I think that is demonetized. I think that would have been more than enough. I don't think they needed to fully have him obliterate a guy
Rick Flag looks like a 10-year-old in the new Suicide Squad.
with his t-shirt on.
I don't know what his character's like. I actually thought that his character would, like, his version of the hero costume would sort of go into the military look, so I was really surprised when he...
It's. I think they're going to make a funny play on it, and I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, but I love Joel Kinnaman. I think he's really good in... crap, what's that show on Netflix?
Look over at the thing there, Altered Carbon,
Altered Carbon. He's great at that. I'm so sad that they switched him out.
with Anthony Mackie. Not that he did a bad job, I just think the writing wasn't as good in the second season.
That CQC was scene was amazing. I don't know what CQC means. Not sure if it's Krav Maga or what, but I want a gif of it.
Close quarters combat.
Ah, okay. I couldn't have guessed that one. But there probably will be. I don't think it would be long before they start turning
Probably already
a lot
there's a
of
GIF now.
Wonder Woman 84, Suicide Squad, and Batman things into the GIFs. Your channel is awesome. That's
Thank you.
Patrice. Keep up the good work, and Batman and Harley. I am losing my ability to read. I'm so sorry, guys. Do you think Ryan's going to take some photos of the drones?
He already has, I think. I will not be doing a figure preview video on the drones, though. But I think he already has. Let me know if you really want to see them, and I think I'll ask Ryan to post them for you so you can witness them in all their glory.
But Spidey came with one, right, already?
Yes.
So it's just that, but again.
And there's little ones as well.
Oh,
so
okay.
There's a big honking one, and then there's a little one.
Is that just for Force perspective?
Yes.
Okay, I was going to say, like, they don't change size in the movie.
They do not.
What else have we got? Everybody said that Doug was Doug Walker, nostalgia critic. I don't know what that means.
I'm not sure what that means either.
Yes. They're saying whoever Rob Pattinson beat up was Doug Walker.
Okay.
Is that the guy who killed his dad?
I'm not sure.
Are you getting the new Mezco Harley?
I'm actually not buying Mezco anymore. The only Mezco that I'm considering buying is the '89 Batman, the Michael Keaton Batman. Other than that, I will not be purchasing any more Mezco.
Here's another person who thinks you're British. This is an
Am
alternate.
I British?
No, this is an alternate universe where Justin is a British Batman doing live streams.
This is Earth 293.
I can get where people come from if they think you sound English.
I don't think I do.
I mean, you and I always joke that we speak the Queen's English.
I do speak the Queen's English.
Because we don't talk in a very slangy.
How is an Aussie? How would I be more like?
You know, just sound more twangy and I don't know.
I got me bloody Batman suit on. It's looking pretty good.
Yes.
Is that what you want? Is that what like how I need to be identified as an Australian? I have to talk like that.
You have to carry a boomerang or a kangaroo around with you. I honestly don't know.
Okay.
Yes.
Any future pickups, says Robert Justafan.
Yes.
There is some stuff coming in. I don't actually know entirely what it all is, which is completely ridiculous, but I get the invoice and I pay it, and I let Toys Wonderland handle the product selection part of it. So I don't know what is coming, but there is stuff coming.
Fair enough. What was your favorite Batman movie from the Dark Knight trilogy?
The first one, Batman Begins.
Yeah, but I don't like the training in the mountains
Oh.
part of it. I just sort of like shut that part out and just skip straight to him being back
Fair
in
enough.
Gotham and starting to set it all up. I don't know why.
Fair
But
enough.
I do like, is it Rage or Raj?
Raish.
Al Ghul's, the villain in that one. Yeah, apparently you don't sound Aussie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I apologize. I will talk more like my Australian brethren from now on.
It's trying to remember. Fremlin the Gremlin before actually also said, well, since you're going to be demonetized for the F-bomb, you may as well show them the bat butt. But I won't force you.
The bat butt has been shown. How does the bat butt look on camera?
Turn around a bit more.
Do I have the same issues as the 1/6 scale bat butt?
And yes, there are a lot of accents in England. There are some more Scouse or Welsh sounding accents depending on the region you're in. So
Okay.
I don't know. We have very broad accents. We've been to the US and had people tell us that we don't sound particularly Australian either. So
Yes, that is true.
I don't know. Everyone says thick with 2 C's after that.
Only 2? Only 2?
I would be flattered, to be honest. I wouldn't want to be referred to as thick in any situation. So, that's funny. My first reaction with Batman was my first interaction with Batman was the Batman movies with Nolan. So
Fair enough.
Me too.
Okay.
That's like my first.
By the way, pause. Everyone who's watching the stream right now, do yourself a favor and take a look at the merch down below this video
Yes.
because we worked incredibly hard on the new designs for the merch, not just the ones with my logo on it, because I know sometimes people don't want just the logo shirts. There are actual proper custom 6-scale inspired designs on the merch. They're actually pretty awesome. So go ahead and do yourselves a favor, as well as do me a favor. Go ahead and check out the merch. It's awesome. Trust me.
There's been an idea of we put
probably better not to say any future ideas until we have the merch designed.
Oh no, but I'm just saying this physically cannot happen.
Oh, okay.
Which is to have people's individual names, submit your name, and have it as like, you know,
Anthony's collection.
Yeah, Daniel's collection, Robert's collection. We'd love to have someone who can actually do that, but we don't know. We can't obviously go and custom make one every time you request. So if you know a way of ordering or arranging for something to be customized like that and printed on order, we would love to do that.
Nicholas says, everyone, that poster is what you've been looking for. Damn right. Nicholas actually just ordered one of the posters. I want one of those posters. Everyone go and check out the poster. It's actually awesome.
There's like, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I work
it's
for
Justin's collection bingo.
Yes.
It's awesome.
There's so many things.
We won't spoil. Go and check it out.
Okay.
Please go and check it out. It's well worth your time. Trust me.
Another thing about being successful in collecting is getting a spouse who shares your desires. Very much true. I won't say I 100% share his desires. I don't have as strong of a passion, but I do believe in supporting your partner's passions.
Yes. So, absolutely.
Yes. A lot of I Love You Batmans
coming
out
you.
in the woodworks.
I didn't realize I was Batman.
I had a Joker Play Arts figure and it broke.
Oh, no.
Did Play Arts make those cool, like, samurai
style
ones?
Yeah.
They're cool, too. I saw the 1/6 Rambo. It looks really good. Are you planning on getting him?
I'm not, unfortunately. The 301, I will not be reviewing Rambo. I don't know why 30 has chosen not to work with me on that review, but I will not be reviewing Rambo. But I will be reviewing the 30 Nemesis Prime. I literally just forgot that was coming. It just arrived in Sydney a couple of days ago, so hopefully it should be here soon. So the 30 Nemesis Prime, almost here. I'm really excited about that one, even though it's just a Prime again, but black. So.
What do you think of Big Chief Studios Bond figures?
They're okay. I'm not a huge fan of Big Chief Studios, to be honest. I think their work has a couple of years to catch up to its quality, but when it does, I think then, well, we've got something to talk about.
Do you like the way the third Nolan film ended?
I don't hate it. It's fine.
Like, people quote it the most. I don't know. I thought everyone liked it.
It's fine. Yeah. I don't hate it.
Are you hyped for the new Halloween movie? I'd say he isn't.
I've got zero level of hype for that movie.
But I do love that Jamie Lee Curtis is such a team player. I'm so happy to keep making those movies.
That's true.
She's, done it for a while.
That's all our thoughts on that.
Apparently... oh, yes, the ending was very Nolan-esque.
Oh, okay. I see.
What other movies has he done?
The back of my cape cowl has become detached.
Oh, you want me to fix that?
That would be excellent.
What other Nolan movies would I have watched that I should be able to compare it to?
Interstellar, Inception ended on a weird sort of cliffhanger-y thing, right, with the top spinning, and then faltering. Oh, did it? Who knows? And then I don't know, Interstellar ended more like a normal movie.
Okay. Which I
Um,
still need to watch.
it's quite good. It's very long.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't define movies as, it's a Nolan movie or it's a Tarantino movie.
Well, I think Tarantino movies are the only movie.
No, but I just think it's
that's a Tarantino.
good movie or a bad movie.
Well, yes.
Because directors can direct in different styles. I think it just sort of, it's like when you typecast an actor. It's like, oh, that's such a Ben Affleck movie. You know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of doing them a disservice because they can do different styles of movie.
And I think that's what's given Robert Pattinson the bad hand.
Correct. Exactly.
To be Batman. Big Chief, great characters. Bodies are lacking. Still.
A bit soft on the paint application.
Yes.
If you ask me.
Still, I still love Pick Up Flash Gordon. I think you're saying us.
Pick Up. Okay, yes. Fair enough.
We didn't watch Flash Gordon, so I don't know.
I have seen Flash Gordon.
Oh, you have?
Millennia ago.
I'm not saying Justin is the real Batman. I will just say I never saw them together in the same room. Hashtag Justin is Batman.
Thank you.
Love that. How many figures do you have in total? We couldn't possibly count.
I think around 400 plus now, maybe.
How did we let it get that bad? How did I let it get that bad?
It's not bad. I don't think it's bad. Then. Those in the 400 plus club, let me know.
Nicholas says, fair enough. Look at the Joker. Director made The Hangover before that.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
As much as you hate The Hangover.
I hate The Hangover. Bad movie, in my opinion. My opinion. Nobody freak out. That's just, I don't like it. Doesn't mean you have to not like it.
A lot of hashtag Justin is Batman happening in the comments. Hey, Justin, do you agree that this week is DC week?
Damn right. Do
you think Hot Toys will ride the train and release something?
They
will
not ride any train. They will not release anything but DC. I don't think.
They're going to keep riding that Star Wars.
They're so bad at this. At this part, they are so bad at it.
They don't, as far as I can tell, they don't have a plan or a schedule.
No.
With these sorts of things.
It's so bad. Like, seriously, you're having a whole week of panels leading up both weekends. Like, what?
Yeah.
I can't even.
Yeah. It's a shame because, one, it's a good opportunity for
it's
them.
It's free PR.
And it's also just really good for people who are riding a hype train.
It's free PR for them. It's free hype, basically.
Free hype, yes.
So, I don't know. It's so stupid, honestly.
Patterson better allow his likeness to be made. Yeah, hope so.
I hope so too. Even if he doesn't, it doesn't really matter because all you have is the mouth. So if it's almost there, I'll be fine with that.
They just won't have his head sculpted if he doesn't.
Yes, I'll be 100% fine with that.
But then it's not him that makes the decision of whether the whole Batman figure is made, right? That would be made. That would be a decision by Warner Brothers or whomever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Make a Justice League. This is from Nicholas, by the way. Make a Justice League Black Suit Superman variant. Hot Toys. Yes, please make that variant. Hopefully they do. I would love to see that.
Do I have any figures or love? I do. Loves. I do have the Damn Toys and Assassin's Creed and Breakfast at Tiffany's Audrey Hepburn. You also somehow decided that the two characters from the creatures, what is the Harry Potter?
The Beasts.
Fantastical Beasts. See, I don't even like I don't even remember the name of the movie, so I don't even really give a damn. But you don't like them, so they're mine now.
Yeah.
But if they make more Assassin's Creed figures, I will happily take them.
I think they're making Fred from the new from the Origins or whatever it is, the main guy.
Okay, Fred.
We'll call him Fred because I don't know his name.
Fred from Origins in Egypt.
That guy.
And also, actually, the Connor from Detroit Become Human.
Oh yes.
If they not the one that you have now,
that one.
but the next one that they make, I would like that one.
Okay, that's coming anyway. So yes.
Steph is just Justin's Alfred tech support. In terms of the suit, I am tech support.
Fair enough.
This is a good question. So would you rather?
You can highlight it if you want to.
Okay.
If you click on it. Oh, there you go.
Would you rather wear that costume every day until you die, or throw away all your Hot Toys?
I would probably rather wear the suit because at the very least, it's a decent suit, so I can be the Bat.
But you cannot go to work anymore.
Sacrifice unfortunately, I would have to make in that particular circumstance. I still want to be employed.
And then there was a question about whether you think working from home is better.
I think it is.
Than working at the office.
If you can, it's a multifactored answer. If you can work from home, number one, it's the safest option right now. Second of all, from a company perspective, you are saving the company a lot of money. You're saving the company a lot of money because you're not having to use any of their resources, electric, water, internet, etc. So it makes sense from that perspective. Also, on a an emissions perspective, nobody's driving, nobody's catching public transport, nobody's moving around everywhere, so you're saving the environment as well. So there are many levels and reasons as to why. Also, it's more chill at home. So some people say that they get more done.
In terms of meetings and stuff, you just look at your calendar and
Correct.
You don't have to run around looking for a room. You just click into that call and you guys seem to get a lot more done in that short amount of time.
Exactly.
So yeah. Do we play Mortal Kombat? We do not. I have watched someone play, and it is very violent in some of those special moves with the bone cracking and whatnot.
Yeah.
I think it looks cool, but I was just never into arcade fighters, unfortunately.
Me neither. I don't like side-scrolling fighting games. It's just not my thing.
Oh, this one's another would you rather.
Okay.
Would you rather throw away all Marvel figures or all DC figures?
Neither. Why would I have to throw any of them away? I would rather throw away neither. But if I absolutely had to, I would get rid of the DC figures because there are far less of them.
Yes, that was the only thing I'd go for. If you're going to try and salvage some of your loss of income, that would be it. Please make more videos about Tesla.
Hey, unfortunately, we can't drive right now because of COVID. But once we are up and running, I would love to go to the Pop Culture Collector Gallery again, maybe with Nathan. That would be awesome because he's expressed interest in going. He hasn't actually ever been. And that's something that living in Victoria, you have to do. So we're going to hopefully go with Nathan Nap Cosplay to the Collector Gallery.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Do we play video games? Yes, we do. Justin very much likes story-driven video games like Ghost of Tsushima and The Last of Us. I am just holding out for Cyberpunk to come out. I've been playing Animal Crossing. I'm a bit sick of it. And there's not much else going on for me right now.
Fair enough.
I think we might have covered it.
Excellent.
I don't see any more. There's a lot of King Batman, Love You Batman.
Oh, a lot of Batman love.
Hashtag Justin's Batman. That sort of thing. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
Hope you enjoyed watching us dress up. Maybe we can do some more themed videos or live streams for you guys. And yes, I will hopefully do some more videos on the Justin and Steph channel, but unfortunately they won't be taking place
anywhere
outside of the house. That sucks. So thank you guys. We're at 85 now, but I think we were hitting some pretty high numbers before.
Huge thank you to everyone who watched. Let me know what you think of all the DC announcements, and let me know what you're most excited for down in the comments below. But until next time, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.